So that breath that Ezekiel speaking on, that breath of life you can read in Genesis and in Ezekiel, is speaking on how can you survive? How can you have pride with your nation of people? Like we all know about Brian Pride, La Raza. We all know about black pride. We know about it. But how can we live, man? Go ahead.
And ye shall live. Verse 6, and I will select, and I will lay sinews upon you.
And the Lord, Ezekiel will lay sinews. Sinews is nothing but to keep the bone and the joint together. This is how the body comes together, because we know without the sinews of the joint, you don't have control over the body, man. And when you hear these words according to what you should do according to the Lord, those sinews is what's being built. That flesh is going to cover the body and will become strong. Go ahead.
And will bring flesh, and will bring up flesh upon you and cover you with skin.
And now this body will be covered with skin. Once we start realizing who the true enemy is, and once we start coming together and realizing we not each other enemy, we shouldn't have hate. That's when the skin is going to cover that flesh, man. And this body will start to have a breath. This body will start to live and be able to move. Go ahead.
And put breath in you, and ye shall live.
And now that breath, when you hear these words and you follow the Lord, you start to realize your walk is different. The people you choose to be around is different. You know what I'm saying? You see that you beating that addiction. You see that you able to make ends meet because you're not out here smoking weed and doing drugs. You'll realize that you don't have any more enemies because you're not out here hating your own brother. That's that breath of life, because the scriptures say you should not hate your own brother. The scripture speaks about, smoking. The scriptures speak about not whoring these all women out and not being homosexuals. When you start doing that, that's when that breath of life comes into your body. That's when you'll be able to live. But as long as you do that, you'll continue to die. You'll continue to be unalive. You're just a dead man walking, man. That's all you are. You're just walking around here with no purpose. But the true purpose you do have is what the Lord said, that you're a priest and prophet. You are his priest and prophet. Excuse me, you are his priest. You are a daughter of Zion for the Latino, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian sisters. That's what you are. You're not a whore out here. You're not a drug dealer. And one thing I will tell you, for whatever oppressor tell you that you are, you look at them for what they are. Because every time that you tried to scam, you got caught and arrested. They scam still to today. They scam you on paying taxes. You pay taxes on groceries. You pay taxes on your rent. You pay taxes on your taxes, yearly taxes. You pay taxes on your mortgage. You pay taxes on your land. You pay taxes on water. That is the biggest scammer. Oh, but when you try to scam, you doing 10 years for copping on PPP loans. When you try to come out here and be a whore or a prostitute, it's it's all hell break loose. But guess who the biggest prostitutes and porn addicts are? The ones who own Pornhub, the ones who own X-Hamster, the ones who own all these sexual deviant sites. These are the real sexual deviants. These are the real drug dealers and scammers. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man, you can't compete with the devil. And if you don't know, the white man is the devil. Maldito sea Donald Trump. Maldito sea goddamn Jeff Bezos. Maldito sea, what's the other one name? Kamala Harris. God damn them. Maldito sea Epstein. Maldito sea. And reason why I say this is because I speak for you. A lot of us can't speak out here because we worried about ICE. But guess what? ICE can't touch nothing over here. ICE can't touch you when you got there and put that heat to them. Shed yourself and get baptized in the fire according to the Bible, man. Because I'm going to tell you, ICE is going down. If you don't see what America's going through right now with Iran, you know what I'm saying, with Mexico, with all these other countries, Latino, and all the Latinos, you should praise what America's going through right now. You should drink more and more Corona every time America get their ass in something overseas. You should clap your hands when you see that these white devils cannot be, cannot fight. And we know Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian is the best fighter. You the best fighter, brother. And you are too, man. Go ahead.
And ye shall know that I am the Lord. Verse 7, so I prophesied as I was commanded, and I was prophesied, and there was a noise, And behold, a shaking, and the bones came together.
And now Ezekiel is saying, when he prophesied, it was a noise, a shaking. That noise was that ranting and raving, you know, in a good way. About, did you hear what the Bible said? Did you hear what Jesus did? Jesus don't sell no more dope, man. Sarah ain't out here prostituting no more, man. They left being the Catholic Church alone, man. And when they start saying these certain things, the bones start to shake and come together. And when the bones start shaking in the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community, you realize that we need you and you need us. And that's why every time I come out here, I tell all Latinos, every Latino, whether you Colombian, Puerto Rican, Mexicano, anything, I thank you. And you commended for all your hard work. Because without you, America wouldn't stand, man. You are the greatest people that ever built this land, man. Go ahead.
Bone to his bone. Verse 8. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above. But there was no breath in them. Verse 9.
So now Ezekiel is speaking that now that he got all the people's attention, now that everybody is listening, and they hear the powerful words that he's giving, now they don't have that breath. They don't have that strength because they don't have the resource. But this is the resource right here. Pick it up. This is the resource. This book right here will give you the breath of life. The breath of life is when you follow the Lord and you are able to live without worry. You are able to be out here and survive without worry. You can fight and fight and fight and still would not give up, man. Because a lot of us nowadays, we consider when we fight and we can't get what we want according to the flesh, we got to give up. But the fight is when you put that cigarette down and you got the desire to get it again. The fight is when your brother get killed out in the streets, you want to go spin the block, but you don't. The fight is when you know you need $300-400 to get these bills paid and you did not sleep around. That's what the fight is. The fight isn't anything about being physical because we don't fight carnally, man. The fight is a spiritual, and it takes brotherhood and sisterhood to fight together. And that's exactly, read that again.
Verse 8. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. Then he said unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man.
And now the Lord telling Ezekiel, prophesy to the wind. A lot of y'all might say, look at them dumb niggas over there. Dumb Latino and dumb Native Indians over there. But the Lord said, prophesy to the wind. And prophesy to the wind meaning, even if you ain't up here listening or grabbing a flyer, say what I'm telling you to say. Do what I'm telling you to do. Because there's one brother, one sister. That's all that's going to matter right now. Why? It's because we all got to fight. And if we don't fight to help that one brother or sister, then we fail. But as long as we could get that one brother or sister could get you. You might disagree with what we're saying, but the Lord said, come out here and just say what I said, goddammit. Do what I told you to do, because it was an order. See, the thing is, being a Christian and being a part of the Catholic community, they don't have you going out there being a fool. The Catholic community will touch your children. They got over 4,000 allegations with child abuse. The Christian church got 100 sexual allegations. They don't teach you to go out there and actually say what I'm telling you to do. Because if it really did, we'll all be joined in unity. But what they done is create their own sectors. Christianity create their own sectors to where they can get the money as long as they keep in division in the black and brown community. That's all that matters. Because if Latinos can be separate and they can still build America, imagine all the Latinos get together and they see the same thing. If black people are separate right now and we still build America, imagine all black people get together right now. They understand the true power and unity, but we don't. See, the Christianity and being a Catholic teaches you, oh, if it ain't got nothing to do with me or my family, I don't want no parts of it. But I'm going to tell you right now, the Lord doesn't care about just you. The Bible and your beliefs have nothing to do with you. The Lord look at us as a nation. And as long as we're staying divided, we'll continue to get chastised the same way as a whole. We have to work and move as a unit. And this is another fact. A lot of us go to this flea market right down the road. Before America got to bombing with Iran, it was just straight Latinos. And then you have a few blacks. But after Iran and America got into it, we seen so many white people buying fruits and vegetables from the Mexican brothers. After the white people said Mexicans need to go back to Mexico, they coming here for taxes. I mean, they ain't paying taxes. They taking all our jobs. But guess what? That disgusting bastard named Donald Trump and all his family go to your flea market and buy your belongings. They come and buy your things because they're too goddamn weak and they're too much of a coward to get their ass outside and do them damn selves, man. This is a proven fact that white people go to your flea market to get your necessities and the thing you need because you are wanted. In the time they send you back to Mexico, you got farms in Nebraska, in Wisconsin, in South Dakota closing down because the Mexicans are not the ones down there, tilling their land, picking their tomatoes, dealing with their cows and farm. Because the Mexicans and the Latinos is the one who built the land. Go ahead.
And say to the wind, thus saith the Lord God, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them.
And the breath came into these people Ezekiel's speaking to. These people really, they got their strength because of a brother. And this is why we say brotherhood and sisterhood is a weapon. Because this brother strengthened them up for them to realize who the hell they really are and what their true potential is and what they really can do and what they really should do. And if that one brother went out there and prophesied and taught them, and now they come together as a unit. Now they're able to move and march together and speak together and won't allow any outsider to infiltrate the group whatsoever. And another point, when it comes to the what's that group called, guys? You had the Black Panther, the Brown Berets. The Brown Berets failed the Latino community. The Black Panthers failed the black community. Why? It's because we had white people who infiltrated our groups. And the reason why our groups been infiltrated and destroyed and we have no real leaders now is because of the fact that when they infiltrated our strength, we didn't have no strong foundation. But the strong foundation that teach you not to let white people into your society is this right here. Give me hold that. Give me 2nd Ezra 6 is 54. And I know it sounds like a lot of hate, but I'm gonna let you know the Bible is racist. The Bible is about sex. The Bible is about racism. The Bible is about color. The Bible is about all of that. And when I say sex, I'm not saying have sex with who you want. But God damn it, the Lord said if I got all these wives, you beat that thing up. 2nd Ezra 54. The Lord said, beat that thing up. When it come to brotherhood and going to war, the Lord said, show mercy by any means. But when it's time, go to war. You know what else the Bible said? Goddamn Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians is the best, and these other nations are nothing. And nothing means they're not worth anything. You know what else the Bible said? You shouldn't sleep with white people. You shouldn't sleep with anything outside of Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. Why? It's because that's how they infiltrate our community. We tend to think we're better than our fellow brother or sister because we're with a white person or an Asian or a Samoan. But I'm going to let you know here, your thought process is poor because the way the Lord looks at you when you become a traitor is that you're trash, that you're garbage, and you shouldn't be doing that. And it is a way you can redeem yourself in the eyes of the Lord. But what you have to do is come serve the Lord. That's the first thing. And you can't bring yours to come serve the Lord because this Bible is just for you and only for you. Go ahead.
The book of Ezra, the 2nd chapter, verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures.
And some of y'all know that Adam is the father of us all. And it's saying, read that part again.
And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures.
And we know that Adam is the Lord, the father of all the creatures. Go ahead.
Of him come we all.
And I know we say come we all because everybody think the Bible is about loving everybody. But newsflash, the Bible is not about loving everybody, and it's not a religious book. The Bible is actually a constitution. It's a historical record book according to what Black, Hispanic, and Natives went through each slavery, whether it was the Syrian captivity, the Egyptian captivity, the Babylonian captivity, all through the Medes. We all went through these captivities together, man. We just got separated along the way. Why? It's because we thought we knew and we allowed people to infiltrate. We wanted to be like these other nations because of their gods and believe what they believe in, according to crosses and rocks and gold and malaks. That's what we wanted to believe in. And now as we stand today, we think we're separate people. We're all the same, man. We just have a simple and a stupid mindset to think that we can believe separately and we can work together. We can never do it. And the reason why we can never do it is because our morals are not the same. And as long as our morals aren't the same, one person out here is going to think it's all right for me to sell drugs one time to get my bills paid. It's all right for me to go sleep with this woman one time to get that good sexual release that I've been desiring. And that is what causes division, because it's different gods. Go ahead.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
So the Lord said, come we all, everybody, and the people that the Lord has chosen. So the Lord saying, everybody come together. And then he's turned around saying, and the people he has chosen. So the Lord has a chosen particular people. Oh, it sounds like racism. But racism is good. Don't think racism is bad. What racism is, you intend to look out for your people first and your people last. That's racism. There's nothing wrong with racism in my eyes, because it worked for the white man and the Africans and the Chinese. They got their own language, which the Spanish has a Spaniard language, which Native Indians black have, English. That is good. They have their own recipes, their own food, their own military, their own economics, their own farmland. But what do Latinos have? What do black people have? What, we have America? We got Mexico that we on the brink of losing because of white people. We have hoods, we on the brink of losing because of white people gentrifying it. We got Nickeltown that's getting gentrified. We got White Horse Road that's soon to be gentrified. We fighting over hoods that we considering ours, but everything is being stripped from us. So the Lord is saying, all these people come, but as for the other people, and those other people are the special people. Why would the Lord cause division if we're one? Because he has a particular people that he has a favor to and a loving to. Go ahead.
Verse 55, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake.
So the Lord is saying, as for the other people that he chosen, he made the world for our sake. He made it for our sake. I know Latino brothers and Jamaican brothers should not be serving the way they serve. You know why? It's because you work too goddamn hard now to survive. You work too hard right now, working 10, 12, 16 hours to survive. You worked enough. This world, you should be served. Black people should be served. We worked too long and we built America. It's time for us to be served, man. It's really time for us to be served.
Verse 56, as for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing.
As for the other people that come from Adam, the Lord said that you are what?
Nothing.
You're the best.
Nothing.
You're okay.
Nothing.
We're all equal.
Nothing.
The Lord said other people are nothing according to the Bible. This is coming from the Bible, not coming from I.S.U.P.K. This is not the NIV. This is not some, made up, book. The Lord said, as for the other people, they are nothing. That's how the Lord feels about other people. They're nothing.
But be like unto spittle.
But be like unto spittle. Trash. Garbage. Crap. That's how the Lord really feels about you. That you are like nothing. Is that it?
And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
Read that one more time. Read it slowly for him.
and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
So the Lord is saying those other people are like a drop that falls from a bucket. Everybody know if you washing your cars, if a little water splash out, you washing dishes, a little water drop out the sink, you don't sit here and try to save the little water that you lost. What you do is continue doing what you're doing and clean it up. That's how the Lord feels about that drop. Those people are that drop of fluid that hit the ground that you didn't even worry about, because what's more important is the mass that's in this bucket, the mass that's in this sink. Go back to Ezekiel. That's how the Lord feels about it, man. Matter of fact, go Jeremiah 10 and 2. Look, man, we the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, starting out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General YAHANNA. We teach that Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian are God's chosen people according to the Bible, man. Nosotros somos la escuela israelita de conocimiento practical universal, man. And we teach that Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian are God's chosen people. It's simple. And you can't debate or debunk it. Because we see it right now, regardless how low we are, regardless how poor we get, regardless how you know what I'm saying, desolate we become, and disregard what our conditions is. We know what happens. We come out on top. We shine somewhere in the darkness. We shine, whether it shines on us or not. And we can look at, for example, the Westerns. Everybody look at John Wayne and all these other Westerns like, oh, they some all-star men. They real killers. They real cowboys. But check this out. Before all of that, they called them cattlemen. We was known as what cowboys. But people realized the work and the brick that Native Indians and Latinos and blacks put in, according to how we was out in there in that farm dealing with the cows and horses. They seen the real work. They seen what we was doing. And guess what? They took that cowboy name from us and named themselves that. They took the whole, you know what I'm saying, plaid design, you know, traditional design we wear today, and the fringes we wear on our chaps when we riding them bulls, and said it's theirs, man. Now everybody look at the cowboys like they just some all-star men. But I'm gonna tell you, they're not some strong men. This is what they are. They are homosexuals. They go to the military and sleep man on man. They sleep with young boys back in the Roman time. If you think I'm lying, look up pederasty. They'll have young underage boys in the military teaching them how to train and also having sexual acts with them. Those are the people that said they the real cowboys and they the real men. How are you a real man and you sexually abusing a child, a boy at that? You're a sexual assaulter and a homosexual, man. But they say Latinos is the real sexual abuser. That custom come from white people. Being a whore come from white girls. That's where it come from. But our Black and our Latino sisters think that's the way we get paid around here. No, the price you pay is the price when you get AIDS and HIV. The price you pay is when you cry at night in that cold bed, man, with those kids, and you ain't got no man there to provide and protect you and teach that boy how to raise up. What happens is when our boys grow up, they become homosexuals and killers. When our daughters grow up, they become whores and abusers of themselves, because we don't have real strong men in our community. The real strong men is the men that's locked in the penitentiary or stuck on drugs, man. The real strong men of today thinking I can have little money and sell a little dope and be able to sleep with whatever woman I want. That's what's happening. That's what we came to, man. We came to a point to where we abuse each other. We came to a point to where we abuse each other. We started to hate each other because we don't have a strong foundation. We don't have something that's going to make us think the right way. We don't have something that's going to make us think the wise way. But what we do have is the Bible. But in society, this Bible doesn't exist because Catholics and Christians don't even teach this from the Bible. Only thing Catholics say is John 3:16. In Mother Mary, Hail Mary. That's all they say. But what is John 3:16 going to do for a Latino man that's in MS-13 or in the cartel, man? What is that going to do for him when his life is on the line? His life is on the line, and he don't even know if he's going to be able to be alive to watch his daughter grow up, to be able to get back home to see his son. become that all-star soccer player? What is that going to do for Latino sisters that's going to be stripped from their kids and sent back to the border? What is Christianity and being a Catholic has done for us? We've done this over 3, 4, 5, 600 years, and we still don't have the answer. But the answer is in this Bible, and we have the actual answer. We don't listen to the Christian pastor. We don't listen to your Muslim imam. Who we go to is Commander General YAHANNA, that's over the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. And we get the actual truth of the Bible. And we follow actually everything of the Bible. And even if we shady about wanting to do what the Bible say, we got a brother right here to say, bro, you can't do that. You know you wrong if you do that. You better go back to that woman. God damn it, you better not leave that woman. And the same thing with brothers. Brothers will tell a sister, and sisters will tell a sister, you better not sleep on that good, you better not sleep around on that good man. You sleep around on that good man, you're breaking the laws of the Lord. See, you have to have a brother or sister that's going to hold you accountable for your wrongs. Not what they think is wrong, but what they know is wrong according to the Bible. You don't need somebody in your corner who's going to say what they would do. You need somebody to tell you what you should do and what you should not do. And what the consequences is if you go against what the Lord said. If you go against wise counsel, this is your downfall. The Christians don't tell you that. The Christians will tell you what happens in this house stays in my house. The Christians will tell you, the Christian will give you money and whatever you want for you not to say anything. And guess what that does? That trickles down in our community. That's why we have so many stepfathers sexually abusing our young daughters, because fathers are not allowed to be around in our daughter's life due to child support. Due to what's that other one? Restrictions? What's that word? Whatever. Driver's license. Yeah, driver's license. Brothers can't be around their kids because they can't even see their kids because they can't travel because they don't have a driver's license. Or they ain't able to provide for their kids because they don't have a job. That is the downfall of Christianity and being a Catholic. That is the... Man, look, man, we could keep going on. Read it.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 2.
What he's about to read is, what we can't do is follow what white people say. White people are devils, man. El Diablo. That's what they are. We can't follow what Spaniards say. They are devils, man. Simple. And the reason why we're in the condition because we think we can follow them, man. We have to wake up and we have to learn that we can't continue to become weak the way we are. Latino brother, you are great, man. Mexican brother and sister, you are great. And I'm proud to see you out here walking, you know what I'm saying, in pride. That's what I'm going to tell you, man. Go ahead.
Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the heathen. When the Bible speaks on heathen, it's talking about people that are not you, and they're talking about people who don't conduct themselves like they should be. And those people who don't conduct themselves like they should be is people who go against the Bible. Follow not the way of the heathen. You should not follow Donald Trump and Epstein because they feel as if it's all right just to grope and touch on a random woman. Whether you're in a club or not, you shouldn't just grope and grab on a random woman. Show that sister some respect. Show her a little dignity. Show her a little honor, man. Show how to be a little sweet and be a gentleman. Woo her into liking you and falling in love with you without lying, without scheming and conniving. Be real. Because that over there in California on the West Coast, that's a lot of the reason why Mexican brothers hate black brothers. It's because brothers who don't have the truth, they lie to women to get some tail, some booty, some panocha, some oil. That's what they do, man. And it's wrong because that caused division amongst men. That caused division amongst a father and a brother. We shouldn't conduct ourselves like that, man. Show some dignity to these sisters. Show some respect to the brothers, man. Go ahead.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
So don't be dismayed by the things that we seeing in the sky. These zodiacs, all these Milky Ways, and whatever these oppressors say. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't give a damn about nothing in the sky other than the goddamn bombs dropping in America to destroy America. Nothing else in the sky matters. Only those bombs that's bursting in the air is the only thing that should matter. And when you see them, Let's get some tacos and some tequila. Let's get some Corona. Because that's the only thing that's going to matter in the society. We have too much work to do as blacks, Hispanics, and Latino, Native Indian. We got too much work to do to worry about what they're doing. We try so long to do what they're doing and get what they got, and we still failing. The little bit we got, we have it for a little bit of time and we lose it. Why is it always that we start off on step one, square one? Why every time we wake up, we still at square one? We can't save money. You know what I'm saying? We always got an argument with our ribs, or our wives. We always got an argument with our husbands. We always fighting, you know what I'm saying, with our mothers and our fathers. We always got a goddamn, you know what I'm saying, like yell at our daughter about little boys. We always got to be on our sons about being out here with ain't no good people. Why do we always got to do it? Why we got to do it is because we follow the ways of a people that say that we aren't nothing. But those people aren't nothing, man.
Verse 3, for the customs of the people are vain.
For the customs of the people are vain. For the things that these people do are vain. It means nothing. Christmas means nothing. For all the Latino sisters that's a mother out here, I hate to say it, Mother's Day means nothing. Valentine's Day means nothing. I hate to say it, Cinco de Mayo means nothing to the Lord. And it sounds like hate. It sounds like I was just saying how much I love y'all, and now I'm saying how much I hate y'all. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the Lord does not look on these customs because white people gave us these things to worship. They gave us these things to always look forward to. Gave us these things for us to always spend money. Gave us these things to always smile and laugh and lie in each other's face. All these days and these celebrations we do, why don't we celebrate like that with each other every day? Why don't we celebrate like that every Saturday on the Lord's Day or on the Passover? Why don't we do things like that with us all the time? Why does it have to be a particular day that we love each other and we show love and well, that's fake love what they y'all showing right now, excuse me. Why do we gotta fake the funk like we really love each other because white people said that? This is what we doing like white people do. Act like you love your husband and your wife and your mother and father, and you wait for them to go to a shelter or get sick to get $1 million insurance. What they do is unalive each other to get that $1 million insurance. That's fake love. You've been with somebody 15, 20, 30 years and realize they've been on that job with good old 401k and $1 million insurance, and you just waiting for them to die. You don't go to the convalescent homes to see your sick dad after all that he put in for y'all. He invests all that money into your business and you don't even go look at him. You don't even worry about your mother. You don't even sit here and give a damn about your wife or your husband, and it's sick or health, because that's what white people do. White people are greedy, but the true value and the true riches we got amongst each other is the true compassion and the true love we should have with each other. That would supersede any value, any value. It don't matter. We had no car, no house, and we had real love and respect for each other, we would have so much more than white people. Because right now, explain this. You got America against Russia, and Canada don't have America's back no more. But they all white. They're supposed to be united. But they hate each other because they fighting over the same thing. But they could just come together and have it together. But we follow their footsteps and wonder why we can't get anywhere. But the first step we need to take is coming together and owning this goddamn Bible. The Bible is what's going to bring us together. Because by us believing in being a Catholic and a Christian, the pastors say believe in, you know what I'm saying, the Bible. But why aren't they united? Why aren't they coming together outside of just being against us? But we follow after them and say, oh, we're going to come together, but under what cause and under what unit? We don't have a strong substance or a foundation to lean on. Only thing we leaning on is what white people say and what they say is right. That's why a lot of us go vote, but we upset with ICE. A lot of us go vote and still be upset with Donald Trump. A lot of us go vote and still do Valentine's Day and Christmas. But why? Because we follow these vain customs of these people. The customs that mean nothing.
Verse 3, for the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe.
We got to understand that the customs are vain of these people. Everything we thought we knew or what we believe in, and I say believe in because it ain't nothing but a belief. It ain't nothing to show a hard concrete that this is the truth versus the belief. Because what we have up here, we don't believe in anything. We just know what's a lie and what's the truth. And if you don't know what's a lie and what's the truth, you'll continue to be delusional here in America. You'll continue to believe the garbage rhetoric that white people tell you. You'll continue to believe that that man said he loved you, and now you're heartbroken because you gave him the best thing that you had, sis. And brothers also, you believe that she loved you until she leaves you for another man. Because you believe it instead of seeing the truth. Instead of actually going through the fire and fighting together before y'all lay down with each other. Before y'all give each other the best parts of you. Before you know what I'm saying, you get with that person before your father ordains it and accepts it. That is why we continue to fall in these same conditions, man. We are restricting ourselves from the heavens. We're restricting ourselves from living like we're in heaven, man. You got that? And I know a lot of people not gonna believe because a lot of us are set in our ways. We think we're so far in being a Christian or a Catholic, it's like, damn what this nigga talking about. Damn what the Latinos talking about. I believe what I believe because Jesus Cristo did this. Mother Mary did this. That's why we're stuck. But I'm gonna tell you what the Bible say.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 12. Thus saith the Lord, as the shepherd taketh out of the mouth of the lion 2 legs.
We gonna let that noise pass right here. Just uno momento.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 12. Thus saith the Lord, as the shepherd taketh out of the mouth of the lion 2 legs.
So as the shepherd, if you know anything a little bit about the Bible, the shepherd is here to lead a people. Like your pastors. Your pastor and your priest is here to lead the people in your congregation, in your church. Correct? Correct? That's their job, to make sure everybody in their congregation is living 100% safe, free of health, in the right way according to the God that y'all believe in. That's the purpose of the shepherd. Go ahead, start from the shepherd.
Thus saith the Lord, as the shepherd taketh out of the mouth of the lion 2 legs, or a piece of an ear, so shall the children of Israel be taken out that dwell of Israel.
So the shepherd is taking out legs and an ear out of so the shepherd is taking out the legs and the ear out of the lion's mouth. The shepherd is the leaders of today. The true leaders of today is who you looking at right now, man. The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We're everywhere from Puerto Rico, Honduras, Mexico, Canada, all the way to Cali, man. And the shepherds you see today are trying to get them 2 legs and ear out of the lion's mouth. And the 2 legs and ear is the people we'll be able to save off the body. Everybody not going to be saved out that lion's mouth. And that lion of today is the same oppressors that devour us. It's Donald Trump. It's everybody who is against a Latino. It's everybody that's against a black person. That is the lion that is eating whatever eating these sheep. And the shepherd is able to get only parts of the body from this lion. That means it's going to be a select few people that's going to get pulled out, and it's going to be the rest of them that's going to be devoured by the lion of America. Go ahead.
In the corner of a bed, and in Damascus in a couch, hear ye and testify in the... Thus saith the Lord, as the shepherd taketh out of the mouth of the lion 2 legs, or a piece of an ear, so shall the children of Israel be taken out that dwell in Samaria.
So even the children of Israel, children of Israel is what we looking at right now in this plaza. But only some of us gonna listen. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but it will be a time. But the rest of them will fall to their own demise because they want to subscribe to what America has going on. They want to believe that America is the greatest goddamn place to live at. And I'm going to tell you, as a black man and a Native Indian man that was born here, America is not the best. It's not the best. I'd rather go to Mexico and deal with Mexicans for the rest of my life than live here in America. America is not as sweet as what you think. And it took for strong brothers to make me realize that I'm falling victim because of what I believe in, what America say. I had to stop becoming one of those that was going to be devoured by that lion here in America. That lion is the one who was allowing me to sell weed and sell pills and screw whores and disrespect my brother and fight my brother and gang bang and drug, drug deal. That's what that lion was about, allowing to happen to me. And that lion was going to devour me. But I had strong brothers being real shepherds, being real fathers and brothers to me. And we was pulling all brothers out of here. Every brother that you see right now don't know each other at all. But the Bible brought us together. Some of us come from states over, from DC, from Chicago, from Virginia, from Connecticut, Greenwood. And we all come together as strangers, but there ain't nothing different about us. We still got love with each other the way we supposed to, man. And we defeated that lion. Now it's our turn to make sure Latino brothers get out of here. It's our turn to make sure all Latino brothers and sisters. You got that?
So shall the children of Israel be taken out that dwell in Samaria, in the corner of a bed.
Man, what we saying right now, man, and it sounds like it's a strong opinion, but opinion is just something you think, man. And what you hear right now is something that never been heard before in your household, and we know it. That's why you think that's why you think the way you think about us. But everything we saying right now is love, because we understand the road you going down. The road that's going down is just death and destruction. That's all it is. And the Bible speaks on first warning, then it come to destruction. Today we're here to tell you tomorrow, and if you don't want to listen, tomorrow might be your last day. And it's just being brotherly enough because the Lord gave us orders to do these things out here, to make ourselves look like fools, to make sure our people are okay. And if that's what we got to do to come together as a unit to run America, to make white people deal with our children, to make them clean our toilets, to make them goddamn take out our trash and till and plow our land, that's what we need to do. And I'm all for it. Are you? Go ahead.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished.
So though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. Though you're here with these white people, and you stand up with them talking about Pride Month. You stand up with them talking about Pride Month. Love who you want to love. Stand up. Some of y'all look ignorant standing up saying, yeah, let's make America great again. This is my country. I worked hard. My father came here as a farmer. But though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. And you know who the wicked is? You are. This is how you're wicked for your mind state. Because the same people that come up with these things for you to follow them are the people that are wicked and that hate us. And they hate you. But you're being so brainwashed behind religion, you join hand to hand with them. And you will be punished the same way they will be punished. And the way they'll be punished is death and destruction. And I hate to say it, as much as we love our Latino and Black and Native Indian, you will fall into death and destruction right along with the same people you join hand in hand with. Whether it's your brother, your mother, your co-worker, you'll still fall into death and destruction. Go ahead.
But the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
But the seed of the righteous. But the seed of the righteous will be delivered. Going to church every day and going every Sunday does not make you righteous. Quoting scripture, quoting scriptures do not make you righteous. Having a suit and tie on with Stacey Adams in this plaza speaking on the Bible does not make you righteous. What makes you righteous is following the Bible, doing all the right, making all the right decisions, giving all the right and wise counsel, not according to your achievements and your come up. It's for the nation it's our nation. We have to understand that being an individual is disgusting. Being an individual is for Satan. It's wicked being an individual. That's the problem. It's because we have to take that veil, ignorant veil off our eyes and realize we have to work together. We have to be a unit to understand, well, if I don't have this money and I need my car work doing, I can talk to this brother right here who will charge me cheap or let me see if he want to trade. We need to understand the little resources we have right now. We don't have to use money. We can use the resources we have right now and trade with each other and work with each other and put invest with each other. Money and loving other nations is not going to get us anywhere. Because if that was the case, we would have been somebody. Right or wrong? Go ahead.
Verse 22. As a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman.
We gotta cry loud and spare not, man. The Lord sent us out here to speak this word to everybody, regardless they want to hear it or not. Whether you believe in what we saying or not, regardless what nation or color you is, the Lord sent us out here to handle a job and a duty. And we just coming out here to make it our duty. It became a love and a passion to come out here and to be able to speak for you and say the white man is the devil. It became a passion and a pleasure to come out here and look at brothers and sisters become strong. Because this is what you're scared to tell the white man. El hable blanco, el diablo de que habla la Biblia. The white man is the devil according to the Bible. And we can tell this to the white man in his face, whether it's ICE or the police, whether it's your pastor or our boss. It doesn't matter. Because truth being told, the truth is the truth. How can you get upset about the truth? You only can get upset about the lie, but you have to respect what the truth is. And we know that the white man is the devil according to the Bible. And the devil just means deceiver, man. For so long that they said we was getting reparations, which we shouldn't care. For so long, they said they was going to do this for the Latino community and do that for the Latino community and build up America this way and do this way. But we have to look at how long are we going to continue to sit and believe in what white lies that they have for us. The white people said pork is just another strand of meat, but we are the ones falling victim to high blood pressure. We're the one eating cheetah over there in Mexico. We the ones over there eating horse and donkey in Mexico. Why do we eat this? Because we don't follow the laws of the Bible because the white people said we don't have to. Why do we eat shrimp, crab, and lobster and get gout and heart disease? Because white people said it's okay. And we say this stupid. We say something so stupid and ignorant and say, well, we're going to die anyways. So you mean to tell me you want to die now and not be that man that you have to be for your children and not be alive to watch your children grow strong and be more of a man than you because you want to be a coward and eat shrimp, crab, and lobster and sell weed and smoke cigarettes? You don't want to sit here and live long enough to watch your daughter become this beautiful woman that has a good husband because you saying to yourself, being selfish, we're going to die anyway. Such a poor way to think. White people believe in they're going to die anyway because they have no soul. They have no conscience. They don't even care about themselves. They poison the water they have to drink. They poison the air they have to breathe. They poison the food they have to eat. Come on, man. They put you in a tractor trailer with diesel exhaust fuel seeping through the exhaust and killing you in your truck. And they give you jobs to do that. White people do not even care about themselves. That's why they unalive and kill their whole family and only allow their dog to live. So why would we sit here and take up the same conscience that the white man does not have and follow after what they think? That makes us a coward and it makes us weak. That means that we'll be subject to be weak and fall for anything. Because at the end of the day, a white man can get off the corner and be a multi-millionaire. All he got to do is shave and pick up a Bible. But you know what a Latino got to do? They got to be like Pablo Escobar and sell dope. They got to be like all these Latinos that fell victim to America behind meth, behind mota and coca. That's what Latinos got to do. But white people still sell dope. They said they sat here and caught these Latinos with over $6.5 billion worth of meth in the warehouse. just this last the week before last, and they called 2 CIA agents, and 2 of them became killed. How the Latinos got caught in this warehouse, and I mean the warehouses, they had this thing down to a pack, from paperwork to when they knew people was coming down for inspections, they had it even labeled as a non-profit organization. But Latinos, to explain this to me, how do you know when inspections are coming according to what America is saying? America is the one inspecting you through a non-profit organization. It was the CIA that is the reason why Latinos went down. But what makes it even worse, they take everything from you and they tell you to pull yourself from the bootstrap. They go over there and take your resources, send you back over there, take the drugs that you had to make money to survive, and what they do, they unalive y'all, they take your money, and they send y'all back over there with nothing. That's how America feels about Mexicans, Venezuelans, Cubans, Hondurans, Ecuadorians, Bolivians, Argentinians, Chileans. That's how they feel about you. They let you do the dirty work, get big and bad, strip you from all your resources, and they take it and they build off it. I got a brother I work with that's, you know what I'm saying, that's in law enforcement. And I asked him, I said, do police officers, and I told him, I said, I know you can't say too much. I said, do police officers really take money and keep it for themselves? He said, some of them do. I said, what about the drugs? Do they take it and keep it? He said, some do. I said, some police officers smoke weed and do drugs and pills? He said, some do. They take ours and then they turn around and use it for their own advantage, and now we gotta fight 10 years for a gram of coke, a gram of goddamn weed. We have to worry on behalf of being a snitch in prison because the cartel's gonna have our head. Because they abuse us, man. They make you do the dirty work here in America, and they turn around and they elevate themselves off of it. And now we are the one on front, and now we're the one on Channel 7 looked at being a cartel member, a gangbanger. You know what I'm saying? A Norteño Soreño, a MS-13. But who are they? They're the real mobsters. They're the real drug dealers. They the real ones that allow you to do that and become big, man. And then they strip you from everything that you put in for them. They don't give us back anything, even for the right that you done. For the Latinos that come over here and work hard, they throw them back home. And then they strip them from everything that they got. And turn around, take the drug money that y'all use to survive in Mexico. Not saying that drugs is the way you should be going. It's not right. But the little that you had to try to survive, they allow you to do it and strip your whole organization, your whole infrastructure. And then they, still to this day, we don't know who those 2 CIA agents were. But guess what? Them CIA agents was not white. They was not Latino. The CIA agents were white. They infiltrated inside of the cartel and the whole drug organization. That's how they destroyed us now, and that's how they destroyed us then. But when will we realize and wake up that everything that we leaning on with these people, we are fall victim to, whether it's good or bad. If it's good, they strip it from us. And when we got to go do bad things, they strip it from us and they kill us. They send us back to a land that we have nothing, you know what I'm saying, to live off of. When will we realize that that is the real El Blanco Diablo? Motea, sea Donald Trump, man. And all the ICE. Damn ICE.
Yeah. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 51, verse 9. Awake, awake, put on strength, O arm of the Lord.
The Lord saying, awake, awake. My people, wake up, man. Get out that sleep that you in. Get out that delusion that you in. We are really living in hell. The place that they say is hell is not underground, man. The place that is hell is the place we in right now, where Latinos got to shack up with 3 families in a trailer. Latinos have to build this house right across from this plaza, and I see white people trying to buy it. I see white people with the audacity to go over there on the structure that y'all built every goddamn day since we came out here and want to buy it. That house should be free to any Latino. That house should be that should be a child support office. That house should be for a green card house for Latinos that trying to come over here. That house should be over there for the incarceration, brother, that they need to get out, man. But since that house can't be there, we're going to do it right here. Because that house over there, we seen Latino blood, sweat, and tears taking time away from their family. Taking time away from being a good father or husband. But white people want to come over here and get that house. What I'm going to tell you, one of y'all Latinos get that house. Because there ain't no place for white folks in this hell that we live in. They live in heaven right now. We got to get up out of hell and build up our heaven. The hell we living in is fighting cancer, man. The hell we living in is trying to still figure out is our kids alive on them borders. Has our daughter and our son ever been sexually abused? That's the hell we live in. Every time we pull out this plaza and see cops behind us, we get that shake and tremble in our bones, man. Are we next? Are we next to be pulled over? Are we next to have a gun put to our head? That is hell, man. But white folks don't have to live with that. White folks don't have to live with, is somebody gonna kick my door in? Or how am I gonna pay these bills? Or how I'm gonna get these damn food stamps? White folks don't gotta worry about that. That is the heaven they live in. Donald Trump, all the money and the things he got, Donald Trump should have been giving Latinos housing. Donald Trump should free every Latino off the borders right now and give them a place to stay for free. Should give them a job tax-free. They should get groceries twice a month for free. That is what Latinos and Black, Hispanic, Native Indians deserve. We don't deserve to just be able to say we are American. We deserve what we deserve. We bled for this country. We fought for this country. Go ahead.
Away, as in the ancient days, in the generations of old, art thou not it that hath cut, rehab, and wounded the dragon?
So awake, just like we did back in the ancient time, man. Back in the day. Come. So you mean to tell me we can't do the same thing we did back in the day? Before what's his name? Christopher Columbus came here. Native Indians and Latinos built up America to what they had. That's what Latinos did. You mean to tell me we can't separate ourselves from America again and build up our own things? You mean to tell me we can't separate from America again and love each other again and have our own language and our own village and our own laws and respect for each other? We did it back in ancient times. We did it recently 400 years ago. And you mean to tell me we're too weak to do it right now? But the only reason why we're too weak is because we listen to that disgusting Christian pastor. We listen to Christianity and being a Catholic. That's why we can't do it now. Because before they came over here, we didn't have that. We had exactly us. And again, that's all we need. Oh shit. That's all we need. Go ahead.
Verse 10, art thou not it which hath dried the sea and the waters of the great deep, that hath made the depths of the sea a way?
Hey man, we just here to say that Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you are the greatest people that live on this land, man. And can't nobody tell you otherwise. Even if you doubt yourself, understand that you are great and you're holy and you're a righteous people. You got to put that spirit on, man, and bring this body together. This body has to come together, like Ezekiel was saying. And we got to come together and build up this strong army in this nation, man. But we're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, starting out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Jenny YAHANNA. We teach that Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians is 12 lost tribes according to the Bible. Somos la escuela israelita de conocimiento práctico universal. Nuestra organización tuvo sus inicios en la intercesión de la calle 125 Calle La Prima y Vendia Holo Nueva York. Estudiamos en la comunidades negra, hispana y indígena que la constituye el pueblo escogido de Dios, es de los verdaderos judíos. Shalom.
Shalom. We are the I.S.U.P.K, Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commandant General YAHANNA. We teach blacks, Native Indians, and Hispanics that you are the biblical Jews of the Bible, the Jew without the ish. And the first thing I want to say is goddamn Mother's Day, man. Damn Mother's Day. You understand? We out here, you supposed to be getting ready for World War III, but you out here celebrating Mother's Day. Not only Mother's Day, you celebrating the 4th of July, you're celebrating the Christmas, you're celebrating New Year's. You understand? We should be out here getting ready for the Lord's second coming. You understand? Give me that first scripture. Give me Salaki on that. I should have had that pull up already. Give me Amos chapter 5 and verse 21. Amos chapter 5 and verse 21. Listen, man, it's World War III is coming. Y'all see this on CNN, and this is prophesied in the Bible, but you want to celebrate Mother's Day. You understand? Let's see what the Lord said about Mother's Day. Go ahead with that.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your...
The Lord said, I what?
I hate.
He said, no, the Lord said, I love.
I hate.
The Lord said, I hate. Let's see what the Lord hates. Read.
I despise your feast.
Not only he hates, but he despises. What does he hate and despise? Go ahead.
I despise your feast days.
What is a feast day? Say it again so they can hear you.
I despise your feast day.
What is a feast day? A feast day is Thanksgiving. Feast day is Christmas. The feast day is the 4th of July. You understand? The feast day is Mother's Day. Don't you take your mothers to Golden Corral, or you have a cookout for your mama? You understand? Why should you love your mother only when the white man tells you to love your mother? You understand? Why can't you love your mother every day? You only give your mother gifts and cook for her when the devil tells you to do it. You understand? You're supposed to love your mother 24/7. Give her gifts every day. Give her gifts just because it's Friday, not because it's Mother's Day. You only love her when the devil tells you to love her. Read that scripture again from the top.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days.
The Lord said, I hate and despise your feast days, aka holidays. He despised your holidays, these man-made holidays. Go ahead.
And I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
He said he will not smell in your solemn assemblies, meaning he's not going to even acknowledge that you're celebrating Thanksgiving. He's not going to even acknowledge that you're even praying over the food. You know how you make a big old feast for Mother's Day for your mama, and you go to pray over the food. Lord, thank you for this meal, Lord. We want to thank you for giving my mother another Mother's Day. The Lord said, I don't even smell in your solemns. Go ahead.
Verse 22.
Okay, go ahead, drop that. Give me, matter of fact, yeah, keep going, my bad.
Verse 22. Though ye offer me burnt offerings.
Though you offer him burnt offerings, drop that, give me, yeah, go ahead.
Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them.
The Lord said, I will not accept the sacrifice. This was back in the Old Testament. You understand? When they've been celebrating other holidays. You understand? That still stands in the New Testament. You understand? Go ahead, read.
Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts.
Go ahead.
Take thou away from me.
The Lord said, take it away from me. Take your feast days and the customs of your feast days away from me. You understand? That's how the Lord feel about Mother's Day. You understand? And it's not just only Mother's Day. Like I said, it's Christmas, New Year's, Flag Day, President Day, Christmas, Halloween. You understand? The 4th of July. You understand? If you're going to celebrate the 4th of July, you understand when next time when it come up in a few months, you might as well don't even listen to me. You might as well keep on walking. You understand? It go for Cinco de Mayo Day too. You understand? And no, we don't dislike you because you celebrate Cinco de Mayo. You are our brothers. You understand? We are family. You understand? And listen, if I love you, I will tell you when you're wrong. You understand? If when, you know how your mama loves you? Because she tell you when you're right and she tell you when you're wrong. You understand? If I didn't love you, you understand, I would let you go on and do whatever it is you're doing. I would let you be a drug dealer. I would let you be a crack addict. You understand? If I didn't love you, but I'm gonna tell you what you're doing wrong. You understand? That's love. For somebody to tell you when you're walking in the water blind. You understand? Drop that and give me John 9, matter of fact, give me Jeremiah 30 and 3. Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 3. And one thing you got to understand about these holidays, they do not come from us. You understand? These holidays do not come from us. The Lord gave us holidays in the Bible that we should celebrate. You understand? You ever heard of the Passover? You ever heard of Feast of Unleavened Bread? You ever heard of Day of Atonement? You understand? We just came back from Houston from celebrating the Passover, and it was glorious. You understand? All of these holidays that you celebrating, Christmas, all of that has some type of homosexual background. Go look it up. You understand? None of these holidays come from us. They come from Rome, Babylon, Greece. You understand? Read that.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 3. For lo, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel.
The Lord said, I'm going to bring again the captivity of my people Israel. You understand? You want me to tell you why he's calling that prophecy out? Because he knew we were going to be celebrating, holidays. He knew he was going to break the law. And what verse that is?
Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 3.
Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 3. Read it again from the top.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 3. For lo, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will bring again the captivity of my people.
The Lord said, I'm going to bring again the captivity of my people. You understand? Mexicans, Hispanics, Native Indians, and black people, you don't understand. This is our captivity again. You understand? Being in America, we are in captivity. You understand? We have not been yet freed from our slavery. You understand? And I'm going to pull another scripture to prove it. Go ahead and finish that scripture out.
Israel and Judah, saith the Lord, and I will cause them to return to the land that I gave their fathers.
The Lord said, I'm going to cause you to return to the land that I gave your fathers. You understand? What does that mean? That means I'm going to cause you to come back to the laws, statutes, and commandments. I'm going to cause you to stop celebrating Christmas. I'm going to cause you to stop celebrating Mother's Day. You understand? The Lord speaking. You understand? Go to drop that. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Remember, the Lord said, I will bring again the captivity of Israel and Judah. If you don't know who Israel and Judah is, you can look at this list right here. It tells you on this list, the 12 tribes of Israel is from the Negroes all the way down to the Mexicans, blacks, Native Indians, and Hispanics. We are brothers and sisters, believe it or not. Go ahead and read Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And I'm going to show you history coming out of Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Go ahead.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
The Lord said, I will bring you into Egypt. What is Egypt famous for in the Bible? Come on, Bible. Come on, Christians. What is Egypt famous for in the Bible? Catholics, y'all don't know? Y'all don't know what Egypt is famous for in the Bible? Okay, I'll tell you. As this is our job as priests and prophets, we gonna tell you the truth. Egypt is famous in the Bible for the captivity of the 12 tribes of Israel. That's why Moses had to go to Egypt and tell Pharaoh, let my people go. And Egypt itself is Greek for bondage. Bondage means slavery. The Lord said, I will say, read that again from the top.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Remember in Jeremiah chapter 30 and 10, the Lord said, I'm going to bring Israel back into captivity. Now, Deuteronomy 28 and 68 is saying that we shall return to Egypt. Egypt means slavery in the Bible. So we shall return to slavery. Let's see how it's specific. The Lord gets real specific in Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Go ahead and read that.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
The Lord said, I'm going to bring you back into slavery on ships. Now, every single one of us learned this in elementary school and middle school. What nation of people went into slavery on slave ships? You understand? What nation of people? How did black people get over here in America? On slave ships, right? You understand? How did Hispanics get into slavery in Spain? On slave ships, right? That's why you speak Spanish, because you was colonized by the Spaniards. You understand? The Spaniards was a people that conquered, that took over and conquered. Like how black people speak English, because we were conquered by the Englishmen. You understand? So the Lord said, I'm going to bring you back into slavery on ships. 99 million black people died on the way into from the west coast of Africa to the east coast of America. The Atlantic slave trade, excuse me. But 99 million black people died in the Atlantic slave trade. 77 million Native Indians died in the name of America. You understand? Go ahead and read. Start it again from the top.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
The Lord is going to bring you into slavery again.
With ships.
With ships. Slave ships. Hispanic man, go look up your history, slave man. I mean, go look up your history, Hispanic man. You will find out that you went into slavery on slave ships too. You understand? The Lord said these is his people. This is the prophecy of his people. You understand? Hold that up. And look what we're reading out of. The 1611 King James Bible. You understand? This is our history coming out of the Bible. You understand? Finish.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
The Lord said you won't see it no more again, talking about your homeland, your language. You understand? That's why we speak Spanish now, because we don't know that we used to speak Hebrew. We didn't know that ancient Hebrew is our actual language. You understand? Right now you probably thinking Spanish is your ancient language. It is not. It is Hebrew. Look it up. Go to the library. Check out Google. Ancient Hebrew is your natural born language. Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto
the Lord said we shall be sold in that land where we was taken captive. What happened to the black man when he got off that slave ship? He was sold. What happened to the Mexicans, the Hispanics, when they got off that slave ship? They were sold. Read that part again.
And there ye shall be sold.
This is your history, Hispanics, coming out of the Bible. You understand? Your history coming out of the Bible. And this is why we say Hispanics, Native Indians, and Negroes are the greatest people to ever walk this earth. You understand? This Bible explains our history. How can you put this prophecy on a white man? How can you put this prophecy on a Chinese man? You can't. White man ain't never been into slavery on slave ships, but you have. You understand? White man ain't never been sold into slavery, but you have. You understand? Read.
Unto your enemies.
Who shall we be sold to?
Unto your enemy.
We were sold to ICE. Who shall we be sold to?
Unto your enemy.
We were sold to the Republicans, the Democrats. Who were we sold to?
Your enemy.
We were sold to our enemies. You understand? Remember that, your enemies. But wait a minute. I thought God loved everybody. You understand? I thought the Lord loved everybody. If he loved everybody, why is he calling these people who we were sold to our enemies? You understand? And we can read about this in the history books today. Who were we sold to? We were sold to the white man. You understand? Read.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
For slave man and slave woman, we've been sold to them to work. That's your punishment. You understand? The Lord said, you want to celebrate these holidays? You want to celebrate the 4th of July? You want to smoke weed? You understand? You want to hate your brothers and sisters? Well, guess what? You're going to be a bondman and a bondwoman. And what else?
And no man shall buy you.
And ain't nobody going to save you. You understand? That's why the Lord said, I'm going to cause you to come back. You understand? The Lord said, I'm going to cause you to come back. That's the only way out of this hell. And the white man's heaven is the black man's hell. The white man's heaven is the Mexican man hell. You understand? Now, white man in heaven, he running everything. You understand? And what is he doing to the Mexicans and Puerto Ricans? You understand? He's deporting them. You understand? When this land rightfully belonged to you. But if we going by American law that they signed on the Constitution, this land rightfully belonged to you, Hispanics. You understand? They're the real immigrants. We should create an ICE to deport them. You understand? Drop that and give me Lamentations. Give me Lamentations 4 and 17. You understand? We got to understand as a nation of people, as one nation, the 12 tribes of Israel, when I say that, we got to understand as a nation of people who our enemy is. You understand? Our enemy is the people that we were sold to. You understand? The Lord said the world is given into the hand of the wicked. What race of people runs this world? What nation of people runs America? What nation of people runs London, runs Britain? What nation of people runs, hell, even Mexico? What nation of people runs that? White people. You understand? White people runs that. White people own everything. They own the federal banks. They own all the TV networks, all the music studios. You understand? They own all the big important businesses that make money. Like the Lord said, the world is given into the hand of the wicked. Now these people who run that own all this land, own all of these companies, are they good people or are they wicked? How do they treat us as a nation? They're wicked, right? You understand? Go ahead, read that.
It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17. As for us,
and when it says as for us, talking about the 12 tribes, the blacks, Native Indian, and Hispanics. Go ahead.
Our eyes as yet failed.
It say, read it one more time from the top.
As for us, our eyes as yet failed.
Our eyes has yet failed. Let's see what it's talking about. Go ahead.
For our vain help.
For our vain help. What does vain means? If I say I forgive you in vain, what does that mean? That means I forgive you for nothing. Vain means nothing, simply nothing. And the Lord said what? Read it from the top.
As for us, our eyes as yet failed. For our vain help.
Our eyes have failed for our vain help. Go ahead.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation.
In our watching, so we are watching for America to help us. And you understand? You know what kind of help they give you? They give you Section 8. You got to kick your husband out the house to get Section 8. You understand? EBT, you got to put your husband on child support just to get EBT. You understand? We are watching for a nation for our vain help. You understand? The same nation that you're looking at for help is rounding up ICE agents to deport you. You understand? It's the same. Even if you're here legally, they still deport you. You understand? You're watching for a nation that, you read it again from the top.
As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
For our vain help. This nation that we're looking at, there is vain. They're not going to help. It's not that they can't help us. They refuse to help us. And the help that they offer is not really help. It's a scam. You understand? The same nation that you look at for help is ready to send you overseas right now to die in the name of America.
Hey, man, give that brother a hand, man. You understand? Because what he bringing out is so heavy, man. You understand? That nation that you believe in so much, that you think is the land of milk and honey, that land cannot save you, man. You understand? And listen, let me tell you something, man. Something you need to pay real close attention to. You understand? Because it ain't a coincidence that we in the middle of World War III and Donald Trump releasing all these UFO files. You understand? But don't fall for the okie doke, thinking that this is about aliens or something, man. Let me tell you something. Our oppressor, the so-called white man, he knew a long time ago that them UFOs was the angels of God. And that them angels of God are coming back for vengeance for what he has done to the Hispanic people, man. You understand? I'm going to show you something in the Bible. Give me Exodus chapter 23 and verse 20. Let me show you something, because you know, here's the thing, right? When Moses came up out of Egypt, and you remember the story of Moses, if you want to apply that to today, Moses and the Israelites was following a UAP out of Egypt. They were following a pillar of fire that they seen in the sky. Today, we would call that a UFO. You understand? Well, watch this. Read that.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 20. Behold, I send an angel before thee.
He said, hey, behold, I send an angel before thee. You understand? Read on.
To keep thee in the way.
To keep thee in the way. So the whole point of this angel was to show us the way that we were supposed to go through the wilderness. You understand? We was to follow this angel, man. You understand? Read on.
And to bring thee into the place which I have prepared.
And to do what?
And to bring thee into the place which I have prepared.
Now listen, man, this angel was a guide for us. Imagine this. Imagine having a GPS in the sky. You understand? A supernatural GPS showing us which direction to go. That's what the angel was doing. The angel did that for Hispanics when we came out of Egypt, man. But you think, see, Christianity got you thinking angels is just, you know, making blessings come true, making your scratch off ticket hit. You think that's what an angel does, man? No, an angel is a warrior. Is a interdimensional warrior being that will destroy the entire planet if given the order to do so. That is what an angel is. You understand? The Bible says the Lord is a man of war. You understand? The Bible calls him the Lord of hosts. What do you think the Lord of hosts means? It means the Lord of armies, meaning that the Lord has armies in heaven that he is going to give the order to come down and destroy our oppressors, man. Read on.
Somebody. Beware of him and obey his voice.
Do what?
Beware of him and obey his voice.
Why does the Bible say to beware of the angel? You understand? Why does it say to beware? Because an angel is mean business, man. An angel is a warrior, is a soldier of the Lord. And an angel will put you to death if you do not obey the Lord, man. You understand? Read on.
Provoke him not.
Do what?
Provoke him not.
You ever heard that term, provoke him not? Think about that. Think about how serious this angel had to be. Think about how powerful this thing had to be, man. You understand? Now, what this angel is what you call today a UFO, a UAP. All these things that the Lord is revealing. You understand? He's showing you that the white man can't do nothing about the Lord's angels. And he's showing them to you live on the news right now. Those are the angels of God. And guess what? The angels been giving the white man problems for years. This ain't nothing new. You understand? He been disabling nukes, causing blackouts. The angels been going at it. You understand? But check this out. Read on.
For he will not pardon your transgression.
Because the angels ain't playing around. An angel ain't here to, you understand, make your scratch off ticket hit. An angel ain't here to get you out of jam when you get pulled over with a suspended license. That ain't what an angel is. An angel is a warrior. You understand? Read on.
For my name is in him.
Go ahead.
But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice and do all that I speak.
So the Lord is saying, if you obey the angel and do all that the Lord speak, you understand? Guess what? Another term for angel is messenger. Meaning that we are messengers of the Lord. So he's saying that if you obey us and do all that the Lord speak, we ain't telling you to do nothing that ain't in this Bible. We telling you to turn back to the Lord, to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, to come to the feast day, to stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, to stop being a homosexual, to stop molesting kids, to stop beating your wife. You understand? To stop doing and selling drugs. You understand? We trying to turn you back to the Lord, man. Read on.
Then I will be an enemy unto thine enemy.
So if you do what we're telling you to do, the Lord says that he will become an enemy to your enemy, man. And like the brother brought out, our oppressor is not our brother, man. The white man is not the Hispanic man's brother. The white man is your enemy, man. And your enemy is powerful, but he ain't more powerful than the Lord. You understand? And guess what? You can provoke the Lord. You can provoke the Lord and go back to the glory that your ancestors once had, man. Before the white man came through and called himself civilizing and already great people, man. You understand? Read on. Read it again from the top.
But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy unto thine enemy.
The Lord said he will become an enemy to America, man. He will become an enemy to ICE. He will become an enemy to the Department of Immigration. You understand? He will become an enemy to Donald Trump. Read on.
And an adversary unto thine adversary.
Now that's heavy, man. That's some codes. Them some cold words that come from the Lord, man. This is God. You understand? He said, if you do what the Lord say, then he will become an enemy unto your enemy. And an adversary unto your adversary, man. You want to know what that means? Go read the book of Exodus. Find out what God did to Pharaoh. At one point in time, Pharaoh was the most powerful leader in the world. Just like Donald Trump. And guess what? The Lord unalived Donald Trump's firstborn son for coming up against blacks and Hispanics, man. And with that, I yield. Shalom.
Y'all give that powerful priest a hand, man. Y'all give him a hand, bro. What he's bringing out is facts. And just to piggyback off of what he said, hey, man, this white man, this is the reason why we call him the damn devil the Bible speaks of. You understand? This white man wants to play God. You understand? Matter of fact, he think he is God. You understand? He's doing all kind of, listen, and isn't this a shame for you to sit out here and think that all men are equal? You understand? Who in the world wants to be equal to a devil? Who in the world wants to be equal to a person who eats humans? You understand? They eat their food raw, uncooked. You understand? They are known for pedophilia. And you want to be equal to that? Right, pedophilia. It's like pedophilia. But you want to be equal to that? You understand? Go ahead and you still got that. Go back to Lamentations 4 and 17. 4 and 17. And remember, look, like Donald Trump, you understand, you know the Lord is becoming an enemy to our enemy. Want me to tell you how? Because every time Donald Trump now comes out and talks or to address America, you can see the look on his face. You understand? He knows what's coming. You can see how tired he is and how worried he is. Go ahead and read.
The book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet veiled.
As for us, blacks, native Indians, Hispanics, our eyes have failed for what?
For our vain help.
For our vain help. Looking for America to help us. Looking for Uncle Tom to come help us. You understand? What, you thought Uncle Tom was gonna feed you? You thought Uncle Tom was gonna pay your light bill, your water bill? You thought he was gonna fix your relationship. You thought he looked at you as an American citizen. You understand? You thought Uncle Sam looked at you as an American citizen. Even if you got your paperwork, even if you are legal, you look for vain help. You understand? Go ahead.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation.
We have watched for a nation. We watch for America. Go ahead.
That could not save us.
That could not save us. You got you got your papers to become an American citizen because you thought America was gonna help you. But what? That last part, read it again.
We have watched for a nation that could not save us.
You have watched for a nation that could not save us. Drop that and give me. Now it's time to get these state scriptures. Drop that and give me Revelations 13 and 10. Give me Revelations chapter 13 and 10. That word revelations mean to reveal. Revealing the future. You understand now? Out of all the things that we have read in this Bible and proved and matched up to reality today, you understand? These white people got to pay for what they done to us. The devil has got to pay for slavery. He got to pay for the deportations. You understand? He got to pay for the mistreatment of our people. Let's see what his payment, his punishment gonna be. Go ahead.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 10.
Read it loud and proud. Go ahead.
He that leadeth into captivity.
Who led black folks into captivity? Who led Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans? Who led all of us into slavery? Who led us into captivity? You understand? Read.
Shall go into captivity.
Didn't the white man lead you into captivity? The Lord said he shall go into captivity. This is the white man's future. Go ahead. So I go ahead.
He that killeth with the sword.
He that killeth with the sword. How many Mexicans have died to this white man's hands? How many black people have died to the hands of the white man? How many Hispanics just in all was unalive by the hands of white man? The Lord said, "You who killeth with the sword." You understand? You killing with, matter of fact, you lead in the captivity. You understand? This white man led us into captivity. You understand? So he's going into captivity. You understand? And I said, Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah when that day come. You understand? Go ahead.
Okay. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword.
He that killeth with the sword. You understand? All of us have lost a loved one to the hands of the white man. Whether it was going to war, whether it was getting pulled over by the police, or whether it was getting life in prison. You understand? Whether it was getting deported, all of us has lost a loved one to this white man that we call the devil. Read.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
No, he may be killed with the sword.
Must be killed with the sword.
The Lord might change his mind.
Must be killed with the sword.
This devil will be killed by the sword. Thus saith the Lord. You understand? Read.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
This is the patience and the faith, what we believe in, of the saints. This is what we are waiting for. This is why we need World War III. We need nuclear warfare. When two slave masters unalive each other, what happens to the slave? The slave is free. We need World War III. You should be praying for this. You understand? Drop that. Give me Revelations. Give me Revelations 9 and 12. Now let's bring out that World War III prophecy. This is the Bible prophesying Iran, Russia, Japan. This is the Bible prophesying that we're going to go to war with them. Not we, as in blacks, natives, Hispanics, but America is going to go to war with them. Go ahead.
Okay. This is the book of Revelation 9 and 12.
Remember, the book of the Revelation means to reveal. We are revealing the future. Go ahead.
One woe is past.
One woe is past. Woe, W-O-E, means destruction, pain, sorrow. Anything that you can think of that is bad or equal to pain, that's what woe is. You understand? The Lord said one woe has passed. World War I has passed. Now, why would we say World War I is that one war that has passed? Because that was the first war that included and affected the entire world. Over 75 countries was included in World War I, leading into the Great Depression. You understand? Read.
Okay. And behold, there come two woes, more hereafter.
Now, one war has passed. World War I has passed. And the Lord says it's going to be two more woes come after that. Now, we ain't talking about no Afghanistan war. We ain't talking about no Vietnam war. Those are little wars. We are talking about wars that affects the entire world. Now, drop that and go to Revelations 11 and 14. Revelations chapter 11 and 14. We revealing the future. And that's what the I.S.U.P.K. does. We reveal the future. Go ahead, read.
Okay. This is the book of Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past.
Now, World War II has passed. You understand? World War I is passed. Now it's saying World War II is past. You understand? Go ahead.
Okay. And behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
The what?
The third woe cometh quickly.
World War I has passed. World War II has passed. And behold, the third woe cometh quickly. We can watch on CNN right now, and they're talking about World War III. They're talking about nuclear warfare. You understand? Drop that and give me Matthew. Give me Matthew chapter 24 and verse 7. Now let's bring some more out about World War III. You understand? Now this is prophecy coming true in the Bible. And it's in the New Testament. This is not the Old Testament. This is the New Testament. Read.
Okay. This is the book of Matthew 24:7. For nation shall rise against nation.
Nation shall rise against nation. We are watching how nations are rising against nations. Blacks and whites rising against blacks. Chinese rising against Japanese. North Korea rising against South Korea. You understand? We are watching how nations is rising against nation. Go ahead.
Okay. And kingdom against kingdom.
We are watching how kingdom is rising against kingdom. This is the last days right here. Kingdom is rising against kingdoms. You understand? We are watching how America is rising against Iran. We are watching how Saudi Arabia is rising against Iran. You understand? The Jewish community, Israel, they are rising against Iran. And we are watching how they are bombing each other. You understand? Go ahead.
Okay. And there shall be famines and
pestilences.
Pestilences.
There should be what?
Pestilences.
No, go ahead. Start again. There should be famine.
And there shall be famines.
And there should be famines. We are watching how the food shortages. We are watching how the sickness and disease is taking over the world right now. You understand? Go ahead.
Salaki, what that brother is bringing out is so heavy, man. And listen, let me tell you something. The wisdom to survive all of what this brother is talking about, you're going to only get in the I.S.U.P.K. You're not going to get it in your Christian church. You want to know why? I want you to read this. Read this article, lot. You understand? Because listen, what we say in the I.S.U.P.K. for every black and Hispanic is we need to separate from our oppressor, man. We need to separate from the white man. You understand? Because read this, huh?
Okay.
And I want you to remember something. Every Hispanic should understand this. When the white people showed up in America, what was one thing that the white people brought? They brought disease. You understand? Because white people are a disgusting, filthy people, man. They didn't even know how to wash their behind until the Native American man and the Hispanic man taught them how to do so. Now let me show you what's going on right now in the world, right now. Read this up.
Okay. Patient 0 of deadly rat virus outbreak revealed as bird watcher who visited landfill branded the end of the world.
Now listen, man, this is a white man. This whole hantavirus that's going on right now, listen, man. I think out of the 5 people that came off the cruise ship that had the hantavirus, 3 of them done dropped dead. You understand? The Lord is not playing with our oppressor right now. You understand? And listen, we should stay away from white people. You understand? Hispanic should stay away from white people, man. You don't want none of these diseases, none of these plagues that the Lord is bringing on Esau, man. Because the Lord is ready to judge this kingdom. The Lord is ready to judge this people, man. And we need to separate from them. Read on.
Patient 0 of the deadly cruise ship rat virus outbreak has been identified as Dutch bird watcher.
It's a Dutch bird watcher. You think bird? Listen, man, I be at the park walking. I be seeing bird watchers all the time, man. That's one of the most unproductive hobbies I've ever heard of in my life. Bird watching. You understand? You might as well be roach watching, because you understand, ain't nothing going on with bird. What you getting out of watching birds? You understand? But this bird watching devil done caught a virus that was previously said to not even be able to transfer to a human, man. That's how you know the Lord was involved. The Lord was involved. The Lord wanted that devil to get sick and get on that cruise ship. You know, a lot of these cruise ships now are highly segregated. You think it was a black or Hispanic person on that cruise ship while all them people dropped dead? No. You understand? Because we ain't even into the same hobbies as a bird watcher. You understand? We like to drink and have a good time and party and eat. That's what blacks and Hispanics like to do. And guess what? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because when you read about the high holy days in the Bible, the high holy days lasted 7 days. You understand? And to be honest with you, I know my Mexican brothers could drink, but you can't hang with the Lord for 7 days, man. You understand? Not like your forefathers did. You understand? Read on.
Kanawaka. Ornithologist Leo Skahil's Furor 70. Sahil Furor 70 boarded the MV Honduras with his wife after making a faithful trip to a landfill site in Argentina.
You understand? He went to a landfill, man, to watch some birds. How dumb and stupid can you be? You know what a landfill is? This landfill is called the end of the world. You understand? Why would you want to go to some place like that, man? That right there tell you, man, bird watching ain't a wise thing to do when you're on these cruise ships. You understand? But I bring this out to show you that the Lord is bringing these diseases back on these oppressors. You understand? And this disease has a 50% mortality rate. You understand? So it's time, brothers. Y'all need to wake up. Y'all need to come and grab a flyer. You see one of our brothers walking around passing out flyers, you need to take a flyer, man. Because you need to get in our classes and you need to learn the things that is going to save the life of you and your family in the coming days, man. You understand? With that, I yield. So like,
Damn right, give him another hand, man. You understand? And you know, in being that he brought that out, that the Lord has done this, go to 2nd Esdras chapter 16. 2nd Esdras chapter 16. And being that he brought that out, that the Lord did this, I'm going to show you what the Lord going to do to this devil, man. We already brought out that nation is rising against nation, kingdom against kingdom. We even watching how America is rising against the Hispanics. And that's why I brought out the scripture that says that you had looked to a nation for your vain help. You're looking for America to help you, and they're not going to help you. They're going to deport you. You understand? They're going to get your vote so Trump can be president, and after he gets your vote to be president, he's going to kick you out the country. You understand? You got 2nd Esdras 16? Go ahead.
This is the book, 2nd Esdras 16.
Now this right here is for you, white man. This scripture right here is for you. You understand? This is for all you heathen nations that are not black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. You understand? Go ahead.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras 16:1. Woe be unto thee.
Woe be unto you, heathen. You understand? The Lord said, may destruction be unto the white man. May destruction be unto the Chinese man, the Japanese man. You understand? Now, why are we calling all these nations out? Because every single one of those nations has something to do with your slavery. Look it up. I promise you, we are all scholars back here. You understand? All of us are scholars back here. Every single one of them had hand in your slavery. Every single one of them had hand in you losing your country. You understand? Read.
Kanawaka. Babylon in Asia.
Babylon, that's America today. You understand? You ever heard New Babylon? That's talking about America. And who else?
In Asia.
And Asia. This is in the Bible. You understand? Asia. Go ahead.
Woe be unto thee.
The Lord said, woe be unto you. Destruction unto you. We are now watching how the Lord is gathering all nations in the Middle East. You understand? Go ahead.
Kanawaka. Egypt and Syria.
Egypt and Syria. The Lord said, woe unto you. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 2. Gird up yourself.
The Lord is telling these heathens who touch my blacks, Native Indians, and Hispanics. The Lord said, gird up yourselves, meaning put on your armor. You understand? Arm yourselves. Read.
Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack
With clothes of sack. What is that? When you go to a funeral, what color do you wear? You wear black and white. The Lord said, put on your cloth of sacks. You understand? And hairs. That's in old, what kind of English that is? In old Quaker English, that's how they say put on your mourning clothes, your funeral clothes. In old Quaker English. Go ahead.
And hair, bewail your children.
The Lord is telling all of these nations who you just called out, he said, bewail your children. Meaning long for your children. Feel sorry for them. You understand? Let's find out why. Go ahead.
And be sorry.
The Lord said, be sorry. Bewail your children and be sorry. Why should they bewail their children? Because death is on the way for them. You understand? World War III is on the way for them. They elected Donald Trump in the White House, and he's going to send all of their children to war to die in the name of America. That's why the Lord said, bewail your children and be sorry. You understand? Read.
For your destruction is at hand.
The Lord said, your destruction is at hand, Asia, Babylon, America. Your destruction is at hand. Cut on CNN right now and tell me they ain't talking about nuclear warfare. Cut it on right now. Tell me they ain't talking about it right now. Tell me right now Iran ain't ready to send a nuclear warhead over here right now. America is ready to send a nuclear warhead over to Iran right now. Go ahead.
Verse 3. A sword is sent upon you.
The Lord said a sword is sent upon you. You understand? It ain't going to get no better than this. You understand? So if you're praying in the name of America, prayers is not being heard. Because the Lord has already said what's going to happen. Their faith is already said.
And who may turn it back?
The Lord said, who going to stop me? Who going to stop, who going to stop me from destroying Babylon? Who going to stop me from doing all of this that I spoken? I'm the Lord. Who going to turn me back? Go ahead.
A fire is set among you.
The Lord said, I put a fire among you. Go ahead.
And who may quench it?
And who gonna quench the fire? Who gonna put the fire out? We watch how the Lord put a forest fire in California. And it took them how long to put the fire out? Go ahead.
Plagues are sent unto you.
We watch how COVID-19 took over the world. You understand? The Lord said, I send plagues among you. These are the last days. You understand? I know you've been hearing this since the 90s and the 80s. You understand? I know you've been hearing it. But what's a day to the Lord? What's a day to the Lord? A day to the Lord is like a year for us. You understand? Go ahead.
Plagues are sent unto you. And what is he that may drive them away?
They tried to come up with all kind of antidotes for COVID-19. Couldn't find squat. You understand? They had a new STD came out called monkeypox for all you homosexuals. You understand? The alphabet community. And boy, in monkeypox, they said they ain't got nothing that can cure that. You understand? The Lord said, I send plagues among you. Who can turn those back? Read.
May any man drive away an hungry lion?
Can you drive away a hungry lion? Meaning if you was walking in Africa and this lion ain't ate in days and he see you and lock eyes on you, who is you to stop that lion from eating you? That lion will climb up a tree for you. You understand? Read.
May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood?
You can't drive away no hungry lion in the woods. Drop that. Give me Joel chapter 3. You can't drive away no hungry lion. You understand? You ain't strong enough to fight no lion. But there was a man that was. His name was King David. You understand? Go ahead and give me Joel chapter 3. Let's bring out more of this World War III. You understand? Y'all got to understand the Lord is making this like a movie. You understand? When you got a movie, you got your villain, you got your you got your civilians, and who do you got? You got your hero. It's just like Egypt. The Lord said, I raised Egypt up just to bring them down. Why did he do that? The Lord said, I brought Egypt up just to bring them down. He only brought them up to show Israel who God was. You understand? So that's what the Lord is doing to America. He's bringing America up, and then he's going to bring them down. You understand? Joel chapter 3. Find it swiftly. Joel chapter 3. You understand? And we got to get ready, man. We got to get ready for the Lord's coming. What you going to do when the Lord come back and you got a blunt in your mouth? What you going to do? What you going to do when the Lord come back and you a homosexual? You understand? Matter of fact, don't worry about Joel chapter 3. Give me Matthew 24:37. Don't worry about it. Give me Matthew 24:37. This scripture right here should open up your eyes. If you out here listening to me and you getting ready to finish the day off by celebrating Mother's Day, you might as well go on about your business. You understand? Because this message ain't for you. You understand? Like I said earlier, damn Mother's Day. You only love your mother when the white man tell you to love your mother. Why not give your mother presents every day?
That's right.
Why not love your mother every day? Why the only time you got to love your mother is when the devil tell you to love her?
That's right.
You understand? Valentine's Day. Why the only time you got to love your wife is when the devil tell you to love her?
That's right.
You understand? Love your wife every day. You understand? Go ahead and read that for me.
Okay. This is the book of Matthew 24:37. But as the days of Noah,
As the days of Noah, we all know the story of Noah, how Noah built the ark. Go ahead.
okay. But as the days of Noah were,
As the days of Noah were. Go ahead.
so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
The Lord says, so as the day of Noah was, so shall also the day of the Lord shall be. The day of the coming of the Lord shall be. What was Noah doing? Noah was trying to warn everybody that a flood was coming. You understand? He told them for 120 years that the flood was coming. Everybody looked at Noah and was like, boy, you ain't know what you're talking about. Everybody laughed at Noah. Everybody thought Noah was just a crack. You understand? Until the day it started raining. Right now, the I.S.U.P.K. is out here telling you World War III is coming. You understand? We're telling you World War III is coming. The Lord has sent us out here to tell you that. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 38. For as in the days that were before the flood,
In the days that were before the flood, just like the days now before World War III. Go ahead.
they were eating and drinking,
Like y'all was sitting here eating, you're drinking. Go ahead.
marrying and giving in marriage,
You marrying and giving in marriage, having sex with anybody. You understand? Go ahead.
until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
Until the day that Noah entered in the ark. We're sitting here telling you World War III is coming until the day them nukes starts dropping out of the sky. What do you think the rain of fire is in the Bible? That's the rain of nuclear warheads. You understand? Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 39. And knew not until the flood came.
And y'all sitting here not knowing that we're actually warning you of Judgment Day. And you don't know until you hear them horns for them nuclear warheads. Go ahead.
It took them all away.
And it took them all away. Let me tell you why that was a bad day for Noah. Because everybody who he knew and who he loved, he had to listen to them drown while he was in that ark. And he had to sit there and be like, I told them. I tried to tell them. I told them a flood was coming. Go ahead.
Okay. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
And this is going to be the coming of the Son of Man. You understand? World War III pop off. When it really pop off, that's when the Lord going to show up. You understand? And y'all going to be like, them boys with them fringes, them I.S.U.P.K. brothers, they've been right the whole time. You understand? And with that being said, we are the I.S.U.P.K. Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. We started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commandant General YAHANNA. We've been established ever since 1969, and we teach blacks, Native Indians, and Hispanics that you are the biblical Jews that the Bible speak of. You are the real Jews. You understand? We got a cookout coming up in Nashville. If you are not black, Hispanic, or Native American, you are not invited. Shalom.
Get that priest and prophet a hand, man. Because what he said was the damn truth according to this Bible, man. For blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we need to come out of this place, man, because there's a time coming that we don't understand, man. We don't understand that this place is coming to an end just like he was up here teaching, man. Because this place is against blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. This place oppresses blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. This place hates blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. And we understand that black and brown people need to gather together like never before. Because there's a time coming that we are all we're gonna have, man. We are all we are gonna have. Give me Zephaniah 2:1. Because black and brown people are all that we're gonna have, man. We are gonna have to lean on each other's shoulder. We're gonna have to understand each other. We're gonna have to put our differences aside, man. Because we don't have time to sit here and worry about our religions, worry about our differences, worry about our you know what I'm saying, our cultures, man. Because we really are one family. And because we one family, God called us one family, man. That's what, yes, Zephaniah 2:1, yeah. The Lord called us one family. The Most High God called blacks and Hispanics, man, one family, man, one nation in the Bible, man, and I can prove it, man. Because we have to understand that it was a lot of things that we have been through in this Bible that we could have not gotten through if it wasn't for us leaning on each other, man. And if it wasn't for the mercy of the Most High God in this Bible, man. You got? Yeah, Zephaniah 2. So, again, we the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge started out of 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York. And I'm opening up the scripture. Go ahead.
This is the book of Zephaniah 2:1. Gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather together.
The Lord said this in the Bible. This is what the Lord said about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. This Bible right here that we're reading has been written, has been translated, and we sit here thinking that this is a religious book. This is an important thing from the Most High. This is from the God that you claim to worship, man. The one that you worship Mother Mary from, the one that you worship Caesar Borgia, Jesus from, man. The one that you sit there and worship, that you got hanging on your wall, man. A second. Jesus, man. That's what you worship. But in this Bible, the true Christ told us to do these same things right here. That's quoted right here in Zephaniah. Read it from the top again.
Gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather together. Oh, nation not desired.
Oh, nation not desired, man. This was blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians. This is what Mexicans are. This is what Hispanics and Guatemalans and Puerto Ricans are, man. The Lord told us to gather together, man. Exactly. Viva la raza, man. To our Hispanic brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? F ICE, man. Forget ICE, man. F Donald Trump. F this government, man. Because the Lord told them that they are going to get destroyed in these last days for what they've done to the Lord's chosen people, man. And you have to understand that the Lord is trying to wake you up out of your slumber, out of your sleep, so that we can get out of this hellhole that we're in, man. So that we can stop being chased by these ICE agents. So that we can stop being killed in the streets, man. So that you can stop so ICE can stop breaking up your families and taking your children away from their mothers and fathers like this evil country does, man. America hates Hispanics, man. Right. America hates all our Hispanic brothers and sisters, man. America breaks up black and brown families, man. Right. Day after day, year after year, we have been oppressed in this damn place, man. That's right. Goddamn America. That's right. Read that again from the top.
God. Gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather together. Oh, nation not desired.
Oh, nation not desired. This is what God called us here in America. He called us a nation not desired. We are not desired here in America, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are not desired. Look at the Native Indian brothers and sisters, man. They are on reservations. They are on reservations drinking themselves to death with nowhere to go, man. Sitting there on the reservation drinking themselves to death, sitting there thinking this is all their life is about is drinking, man. That's what we are told here in this place. Think about the Hispanic man, thinking that this place that you live in is just for you to work here. It's just for you to build this country up, for you to love this place according to the Bible, man. According to American standards, man. That's what America has you thinking, Hispanic, man. They got you thinking that this is all that you can do is sit here and build up this place when the Lord called you a holy nation and a special nation, man. Guess Deuteronomy 7:6. The Lord calls you a holy people. Why do you think that you are only the only talents and the only gifts that you have is to build America up? Why do you think that's your only talent? That's because that's the only thing that you was taught. But you are more, you are a special people unto the Lord thy God, man. Go ahead and get that.
God. This is the book of Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art a holy people.
Thou art a holy people. This is what God called Mexicans. A holy people, a special people. The Lord God loves Mexicans, man. He loves Mexicans. He loves Hispanics. He loves all Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, Guatemalans, and Venezuelans, man. The Lord loves Hispanics, man. And that's what you have to understand. He loves you. Because the Lord sent Christ to die for you, for your people, man. Why do you think we are disregarded in America? Why do you think we are hated? Christ said that you are the salt of the earth and that you, Hispanic man, that would be hated on this earth. Nobody hates any other nation but blacks and Hispanics. Can't you see that? Can't you see that in your everyday life that you live here in America, man? Can't you see that every day? Don't you feel the struggle and the thing, the weakness that's going over your families, man? Wondering where are we gonna run at? What happens if ICE pulls up? What happens if they come here? Where are we going to go? What's going to happen to my family? What's going to happen to my children? What's going to happen to my mother, my father, man? But here in the I.S.U.P.K, where we dwell, where we bring in blacks and Hispanics together for one nation under the Most High of this Bible, the Lord is going to bring us together. He's going to destroy our oppressor, man. He's going to destroy ICE with a terrible destruction, man. He's going to destroy Donald Trump with a terrible destruction. He's going to destroy your enemies for breaking up your families. Read it from the top.
God. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God have chosen thee.
The Lord thy God have chosen Hispanics. He chose the black people, man. You are the chosen people that Moses led out of the land of Egypt, man. You are those same people that the Lord chose in this Bible, man, since the beginning. Go ahead.
God. God have chosen thee to be a special people.
To be a what?
A special people.
To be a special people, man. That's not regarded as something light right there from the God. That's not something that you could just you know what I'm saying, go over that you could just let go over your head. That's not a light walk to the Lord, man. He said he called you special. If God calls you special, who the hell in America is to call you illegal immigrants? If the Lord calls you special, how in the hell that you have to have a damn green card? Donald Trump need to have a damn green card. Donald Trump is the illegal immigrant, man. That's right. God damn America, God damn the white man for coming over here and destroying Native Indians over here, man. They need to go back to where the hell they came from with their dirty, stinking self, man. God damn the white man. They are the dirty, stinking, filthy vomit on this earth, man. They call you the illegal immigrant. God damn them. They the one who came over here with that stupid peace treaties and trying to trick you and tell you that you're illegal. They call you a wetback. They came across the waters. They came over here across the waters and they calling you a wetback. When you built this stinking country, man. Go ahead from the top again.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people.
Above what?
Above all people.
Above all people, man. The Lord said that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the children of Israel, according to this Bible, will be above all people, man. That's the decree for us. Not for any selfish gain. We're not going to sit here and hurt people, but we're going to sit here and we're going to rule this earth in righteousness. What is this earth without blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians? It's a damn dump like it is now. That's what America is, a damn dump. The only reason America is great, like that stupid behind person Donald Trump says, he said, make America great again. It can't be great without black and brown people. It can't be great without blacks and Hispanics. It can't be great without Mexicans. It can't be great without Venezuelans and Dominicans and Guatemalans. It can't be great without us. Read it from the top again.
For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people.
Right, man. The Lord called us a special people above all people. Give me Revelation 2:9. Give me Revelation 2:9, because blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man, need to understand that the things that we've been through here in America don't even matter, man. And why do I say that it doesn't matter? It don't matter because the Lord don't see your pain. It don't matter because the America says it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's just going to come and go. It's because the Lord said that you have something special in your blood, man. Hispanics and Native Indians and black people have something special in their blood. You have more than what you got here in front of you, man. You have more than just setting up a taco stand, setting up a taco truck, setting up a grocery store, having a roofing business, man. You got more than that. That is not your limit. If you think that's your limit, you got another thing coming, man. You have another thing coming. Go ahead and read it.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and 9.
This is what the Lord said right here. Go ahead.
I know thy works in tribulation.
This is what Jesus Christ said. Jesus, this is what he said. He said, I know thy works in tribulation. He knows what you're going through. Go ahead.
In poverty.
And he said your poverty. He knows that you are struggling and sitting here working day to day here in this place. Penny pinching. Having to work here in America, building this place up, spending all your money, all your resources, while you go hungry and just feed your children. While you can't even feed your damn self. But you make sure your children eat, which is a great sacrifice from you. But the Lord said he knows what you're going through. He knows that you're going through that tribulation. Go ahead.
But thou art rich.
But what?
But thou art rich.
The Lord, Yahweh, the Most High, said through Christ, through Jesus, said you are rich. That you have special things, man. That you are rich and abundant. Not physically, not by paper, not by dollars. Because right now, we don't have all the money in the world. We don't have all the riches in the world.
But go ahead.
And I know the blasphemy.
He said, I know the blasphemy. This is what Christ said. He said, I know the blasphemy. That means he knows the stinking, filthy lie. What lie is Christ saying that he knows about? What is he trying to tell us, man? Go ahead.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
He said he knows the lie of them which say they are Jews. This is what the earth says, that they are the chosen people, that they are God's people, that they are like the Hispanics and the black people and the native Indians. That's what they say. They say they are you. They said they took your culture out of this Bible right here. Hold the Bible up. They took your culture out of this Bible. They took what you are out of this book. How Hispanic, black and brown people wrote this Bible. You are the authors of this book. This is you. Not this sticky, filthy white man. Anybody got seizure boys here? Yeah. This is not you right here. This is not who Christ called you right here. Christ said he knows the blasphemy that say they are you. Hold the Bible up one more time. This right here is not in the Bible right here. Stop worshiping this. This is not in the Bible. You are in the Bible, Hispanic man. Not this damn devil, this damn filthy, stinking dog right here. This ugly psychopath, child molester right here. This is not you. The Lord said that he knows your works, your tribulation. God damn this damn devil, man. Go ahead.
I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not.
The Lord says, and are not. You are not this people in this Bible. White man, go ahead.
But are the synagogue of Satan.
But the synagogue of Satan, man. The Lord said that the white man that claims to be the special people, that claims to be Hispanics, Native Indians, and Mexicans, and Guatemalans, and Puerto Ricans, and Dominicans, the Lord says that they are not you. He says they are not the special people of this Bible. He says that you are. Read it from the top one more time.
I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Right, man, the synagogue of Satan, that's what the white man is, man. So that's why we have to understand that black and brown people need to come together, man. Right? We need to come together. Tenemos un enemigo común, man. Tenemos un enemigo común. We need to come together, man. We have a common enemy, is what I just said, right? We have a common enemy. We have the same people that try to come against us, man. Why in the world do we think, oh, we the only ones getting persecuted out here in this place, man? Why any other nation are not getting attacked the way we getting attacked, man? That's not by coincidence. And that is according to this Bible. Read it one more time.
I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
That's right. All right, give me Jeremiah chapter 16. Again, we the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. And we teach blacks, Hispanics, and all First Nation people that they are the people of this Bible, man. And that the white man is the damn devil according to the Bible. Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, 16:1. The word of the Lord came unto us. The word of the Lord came also unto me, saying, thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither shalt thou have sons or daughters in this place.
It's like, go to 14. I'm sorry, it's like, you go to 14. Verse 14, it's like, my bad.
This is the book of Jeremiah 16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
God, this is what God said about for us, black and brown people. This is what the Lord said for Hispanics. This is what the Lord said for black and brown people. He said that one day, there's going to be a day coming that the Lord, that we are not going to be regarded as the people that came out of the land of Egypt any longer, man. Why is that? Why is that going to be something that's regarded here on this earth? That nobody's going to talk about the story of Moses. That's one of the biggest stories, the biggest events that happened in this Bible, that happened on this earth. That we came out of the land of Egypt, that black and brown people came out of the land of Egypt. That's one of the biggest things that is written in this Bible, the events that was here on this earth. And Jeremiah is saying that it's not going to be said, it's not going to be talked about no more. It's an exaggeration to say that nobody's going to give a damn because something's about to happen. And let's talk about it. Go ahead. Read from the top one more time.
Okay. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Go ahead.
Verse 15, but the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
Right, out of the what?
Land of the north.
Out of the land of the north. What is the land of the north, man? The land of the north is where we are living right now. The same ground that you're walking on right now is the land of the north. North America, man. That's what the Lord said in this book. That he said that we are not going to ever think about us coming out of Egypt any longer. But there's going to be a day much worse than when he destroyed Egypt. A day much worse when he brought us through that Red Sea by the hand of Moses. Now we are going to come out of the land of the north, man. Right here where you're standing right now, God is going to send destruction on earth to free blacks and Hispanics again. Read up from that second verse from the top, 15 again.
Okay. But the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
From the land of the north, go ahead.
And from all the lands whither he had driven them.
And from the lands where we have been driven. Where is this saying? That we are the people that was driven across America, man. We were the people that was driven across South America, North America, that was driven into the islands, right? Driven into Haiti, driven into Puerto Rico, driven into the Dominican Republic, into the UK, into China, into Japan, all various places that we can name. Children, black and brown people has been scattered everywhere. And that's what the Lord is talking about in this Bible. That we have been scattered abroad by slavery, man. Right. Black and brown people share the same slavery. We share the same pain for 400 and 500 plus years, man. We have gone through the same things. And the Lord is calling us back together so that we can be gathered together from the places that we have been driven in slavery. So that we can come together and be one nation again under him, right? Under the Lord. Go ahead.
Okay. And I will bring them again into that land that I gave unto their father.
He said, the Lord said he's going to bring us back together and he's going to give us our land again. Where is that land that the Lord is going to give blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians? That's the land of Israel. The same land that is waging war right now. The same land that's going to have the same turmoil and the same destruction first, man. That's where destruction is going to happen in the land that belongs to us. The Lord is going to destroy the land of America and destroy the land of Israel and bring us back to our land. Read that again. 14 again.
Okay. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
Right, man. That's what's gonna happen. Give me some water. Yeah, come. But the Lord is gonna bring us out of the land of the north, hill that we walking now, where we living right now here in this time. This is what the Lord gonna do for us, because we are past due that time that we come together, man. And if you do not want to adhere to the Lord's program, then then the Lord is gonna sit here and He's gonna make sure that you know who He is at the end of the day. Because Black and Hispanics don't have a choice but to come together. We don't have a choice. This is what we talking about to you. This is not some option that we are sitting here telling you. Some nice thing that you can join, some nice club that you can have. The Lord has said that you have to do this. This is what you have to do. You don't have a choice. Or you can sit here and let things get worse in your life. You can sit here and continue to get chased by ICE agents. Black people can sit here and get chased and shot down by cops in the streets, man. Native Indians can sit there and drink on the reservations for the rest of their lives, man. But the Lord not gonna let that happen, because the Lord has raised up Black and Hispanic men here in this school, where we at right now, that you should join us, that you should be together with Black and Hispanics in unity, man, in unison. Yeah, we should be together. Black and Hispanics are better together, man. We are better together. Black and brown people are the best people on this damn earth, man. And we are not the authors of that. God is the author of calling us that, man. God is the author of calling us the greatest people on this earth. What you want us to do? I'm sorry. What you want us to do? We didn't call ourselves the damn greatest people. We didn't cause ourselves to have the talents that we have, man. And yet this earth still destroys you and hates you just because you make the best tacos. Yes, I'm serious. You make better tacos than white people. That's right. White people got Taco Bell. That's right. They got Taco Bell. Who the hell want Taco Bell when you got this taco truck, this orange taco truck next to me, and you got this taco truck right here? I don't know goddamn Taco Bell. That's some white people SST. No, they say what? Man, you got Moe's, man. Who the hell want Moe's when we got, what's that? El Dorado right there. Casa de Mora right there. Oh, that's a clothing store. but you got that, man. Who the hell want to wear white people clothes when you got that store right there? Say again? And you got El Rancho Chico, man. The Mexican restaurants, man. We got our own stuff. We don't need the white man for us. We don't need this Diablo. We don't need the Blanco S. Diablo. We don't need that damn devil. Forget them. We got our own stuff, man. We got our own graduation, man. Come on. We got our own thing out here, man. We don't need them. But the Lord says for us to come together, we need each other to get out of this hellhole, man. Let me get I can finish that one more. Okay. Give me this. Give me. It's like we're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out of one word. Give me wisdom of solid. All right. We the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street out of Harlem, New York. And we are under Commander General YAHANNA. We teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that you are the true Jews, the true Israelites according to the Bible. And the white man is the devil according to the Bible. El hombre blanco es diablo de que habla la Biblia. And that's my time.
Shalom, we are the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Start out of 1 West, 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under the leadership of Commander General YAHANNA. You understand? And we teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians who they are according to the Bible, man. You understand? Today I'm gonna teach you about who Christ died for, man. I'm gonna show you in the Bible who Christ really died for. Because we were taught that Christ loved everybody. We was taught that Christ died for the African man. We was taught that Christ died for the Chinese man, the Arab man. You understand? The East Indian man. But when I came into the truth, you understand, in the I.S.U.P.K, I've learned that Christ only died for a certain group of people, man. A certain amount of people, and that is the 12 tribes of Israel, man. You understand? If you black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, Christ died for you, man. You understand? He didn't die for nobody else. So I'm going to show you here in the Bible today who Christ truly died for. If you could, I'm going to get Matthew chapter 1, verse 21, man. You understand? I'm going to show you in the Bible who Christ really died for, man. I'm going to show you who these promises is for, man. I'm going to show you that who is authorized to teach this Bible, man. You understand? Because we listening to the Roman Catholic Church and the Christian Church and the Muslims and the IFAL religion, and they teaching us all this garbage, man. You understand? They teaching us stuff that doesn't mean anything. You understand? It doesn't hold no weight. You understand? But I'm gonna show you here right now in the Bible who Christ died for. Read on, bro.
Okay. This is the book of Matthew 1-21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus.
So this is talking about Mary, man. Mary is gonna bring forth the son, man. Who y'all ignorantly call Jesus Christ, but in the Hebrew his name is YAHANNA, man. In the Hebrew, you understand? You have to understand that Christ's name is not Jesus, man. You understand? There's no J in the Hebrew. You understand? He don't teach that. We teach that his name in the Hebrew is YAHANNA, man. Means Savior, man. The Lord has come to save you, black man, you Hispanic man, you Native Indian man. You understand? We have to understand that. You can drop that. Let's get Matthew 10 and 5. Matthew 10 and 5, man. You understand? We are the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Start out of 1 West, 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under the leadership of Commanding General YAHANNA, man. You got that scripture out? Okay. Read on.
This is the book, Matthew 10 and 5. These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles.
Don't do what?
Go not into the way of the Gentiles.
So these 12 that the Lord sent forth, man. You understand? He told us, they told us not to go into the way of the Gentiles, man. What is a Gentile, man? That's just it's usually a non-Israelite, man. You understand? But we understand that Gentile. A lot of people think that a Gentile is a nation of people, man. You understand? But a Gentile is just a non-Israelite. You understand? A person that doesn't know that they're Israelite. But if you black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you can be a Gentile. But you being a Gentile just means you don't have the knowledge, or you don't know that you are Israelite. You don't know about the law, statutes, and commandments. But we are here to teach you today that Christ gave the 12 tribes of Israel the law, man. You understand? You are required to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Yeah? This is not something that you could just choose to do or not, man. You understand? These laws is a commandment. It's a statute, man. You understand that we have to keep these laws, meaning you can't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, man. You can't go and have sex with any nation, man. You understand? You can't put tattoos on your face and all over your body, man. You can't unalive your brother. You can't unalive your brother without a cause. You understand? You have to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You understand? Read on. Matter of fact, you can drop that. You can drop that. Let's go to verse 7.
Verse 7. And as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
So as they go in and preach, they said the kingdom of drop down to verse 6. Read verse 6.
Verse 6. But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Go where?
Go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel,
Go to the Christian church.
of the house of Israel,
Go to the Muslim mob.
of the house of Israel,
Go to the Ephah religion.
of the house of Israel,
Go into the house of Israel, man. Meaning the I.S.U.P.K, man. You understand? We are here to represent blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. We are here to speak up for our brothers and sisters, man. You understand? We are here to fight for our brothers and sisters. You understand? We're here to teach you about your history and who you really are according to the Bible, man. You understand? We have to stop thinking that we belong in these other religions. But I'm gonna pull this book. Matter of fact, you go ahead and grab that book. It's called I.S.U.P.K, the Sons of Jacob. Hold that book up. This book right here is going to show us. It's going to show you about who you really are according to the Bible. This is giving you a brief history report about who you really are. So if you could, let's pull the first page of that book. We're going to show you the history of the I.S.U.P.Kites, the so-called Mexicans, man. We're going to show you in this book who the tribe of I.S.U.P.K is in the 12 tribes. I read.
okay. Who are we? So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are a conquered people.
They are what?
A conquered people.
So it says, so the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, we are what?
A conquered people.
So, meaning we share the same struggle. You understand? Blacks, Hispanic. Hey, get this. That's a devil. Hey, it's like a get. Give this man a hand, man, for donating to the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, man. You understand that? You know, the Lord just might show mercy on you, man. You understand? Read on.
okay. We have become complacent with the identity, culture, and religions of our oppressors.
Like you read that again out loud.
We have come complacent with the identity, culture, and religions of our oppressors.
So we have become complacent with our cultures, identity, and what else, Salaki?
And religion.
And religions, man. You understand? We have become complacent with these customs, man. We have become complacent with these holidays that we've been taught in America, man. You understand? With these cultures. You understand? According to the Bible, we're not supposed to celebrate the cultures of America, man. You understand? Birthdays is not your culture. Birthdays is not our culture, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. You understand? Thanksgiving is not your culture. Christmas is not your culture. Halloween is not your culture. So we're going to read more about what this book says about our culture. Read on.
Questions need to be raised concerning who we were.
So questions need to be asked about who we really were before we were conquered and brought into America. Read on.
Concerning who we were prior to Columbus sailing the ocean blue in 1492. What language did we speak?
What language did we speak? What language was blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians speaking before we were conquered and brought over into America? Was we speaking English? Was we speaking Spanish? Was we speaking Portuguese? Was we speaking British? No, man. You understand? Your native tongue is the Lashawan Kwadash, man. You understand? The holy tongue, according to the Bible, man. You understand? This language barrier, this language that you speak, that is not your. It's like Spanish is not your native tongue. You understand? We were not brought over here speaking English, man. We spoke the Lashawan Kwadash, man. We spoke Hebrew. Read on.
Okay. What language did we speak before Spanish and English was forced onto us?
Right. So that means that we, just like they said, we were black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. We are all conquered people. So the Hispanics were conquered by who? The conquistadors, man. That's where you get that language from. That's where you get Spanish from. You got it from the conquistadors, man. You understand? And where did the so-called black African Americans get their language from? The English language, man. We got that from the white man, the English man. You understand? That's who taught us this language, man. We didn't come over here speaking English. We didn't come over here speaking Spanish. We had our own language and we had our own culture. So what do blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians got to do? We got to take back that culture. We got to take back who we really were, man. You understand? That's what I.S.U.P.K is here for. We are out here to show you and to teach you about who you truly are according to the Bible and what our culture is really, it's like, and what our culture is actually is, man. You understand? Read on.
Okay. What God did we worship?
What God did we worship? Did we worship Jesus Christ? Did we worship Ifa? Did we worship Buddhism? You understand? What God was blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian people worshiping before we were conquered, man? Read on.
Okay. What God did we worship before our forefathers were murdered? Or until we accepted Christianity?
Until we did what? Salakia. Until we did what?
Accepted Christianity.
Until we accepted Christianity. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, you accepted Christianity. You understand? You invited Christianity into your home. You understand? You made Christianity your culture. But what this book is saying, this book told you that we had a culture before we were conquered. So why do we why do we adopt Christianity? Why do we adopt all these pagan holidays, man? Because we were enslaved, man. We didn't have no control over our lives. We were enslaved. We were picking cotton, picking fruits in that field, in that hot sun, and we were whipped to death until our back was open to a pause. You understand? Our forefathers, we suffered for 400 years of oppression, man. 400 years of slavery. And we adopted their culture. So what culture did we have before we were conquered? Read on.
Or until we accepted Christianity or Catholicism.
So I can read that again.
Or until we accepted Christianity or Catholicism.
Or Catholicism, man. You understand? What? So no, you good, huh? But Catholicism, that's something that the conquistadors taught you, man. They taught you to accept the Roman Catholic Church. They taught you to go in there to wear a rosary, and you understand, and go into a pew and confess your sins to the priest or the father, whatever the hell they call it, man. You understand? You ain't got no business confessing your sins to a child molester, man. That's all that is. That's in the Roman Catholic Church. You understand? Child molesters. You understand? We have to get our children and our families out of that Roman Catholic Church. You understand? Because if you don't know, the Roman Catholic Church, they like to suck baby penises, man. You understand? They circumcision is putting their mouths on a baby rod and sucking and biting the skin off a newborn babies, man. That's what you worship. It's like I hear that. It's like they have over 4,000 allegations for child molestation, man. And this is where we take our families to. This is where you feel protected at in the Roman Catholic Church. You understand? The hell with the Roman Catholic Church, man. The Roman Catholic Church taught us garbage, man. You understand? We don't have no business saying that garbage prayer about the holy matrimony of Mary, whatever the hell that prayer is, man. You understand? That's not how you pray to the Lord, man. You understand? Read on.
What were our customs for marriage ceremonies?
So what was our customs for marriage ceremonies, man? So back then, how was we marrying our women? Was it with a ring? Was it with a piece of paper? You understand? Was we at an altar? You understand? No, man. A ring and a piece of paper is just objects, man. They're just material. Something that can be destroyed in a fire, man. You understand? The Lord never told us to marry our women with a ring and a piece of paper, man. You understand? That ring and a piece of paper is garbage, according to the Lord, man. You understand? What our culture is sex being marriage, man. You understand? When you lay down with that Hispanic woman, you understand? That is sex. that is your wife for the rest of your life, man. When you put your rod in that woman, that is your wife. And that is marriage according to the Bible, man. You understand? A ring and a piece of paper doesn't mean anything. You are not going to find that in the Bible. You understand? Read on. It's like he was gone.
What were our customs for marriage ceremonies or holidays? This book and the series that follow will shed some light on this and many more questions.
Read on.
The so-called Mexicans of Indian or Negro descent.
So this is talking to you, Issachar. This is talking to you, so-called Mexican, man. You understand? Read on.
On their father's side are actually Israelites.
On their mother's side.
On their father's side
Read on.
are actually Israelites.
They are what?
Israelites.
So according to the Bible, according to who your father is, that is who you come from, man. You come from the seed, the Zerai of your father, man. It's not about the mother. The mother doesn't carry the seed, man. The man carries the seed. You go off of your father's lineage, man. You understand? I know women are trying to teach that with Mother Nature and them giving life and birthing life, it makes them the queen and the mother of nature and the mother of human life. But that's not biblical, man. You understand? According to the Bible, the man carries the seed. Can you plant a plant without a seed? You need seed to start a garden, man. You understand? You can't just start a garden with soil. You need seed to start a garden, man. You understand? Read on.
Israel had 12 sons.
Israel had what?
12 sons.
So this is where we get the 12 tribes of Israel from, man. A lot of fake Israelites in the Christian